It's windy here.
The other thing in Roll20, under the chat, there's like a drop down at the bottom of the chat that says as. Make sure you're chatting as your character, as that'll make your picture appear at the bottom of the screen instead of just a splotch for your account.
Okay.
For our Roll20 audience of like two people. Or, sorry, Twitch audience. So I was gonna retcon something from last time, since we have some new players. An
Mm-hmm.
easy way to bring them in was going to be to have them be prisoners of the Iron Tide, which you kind of
Mm.
negotiated their release during the negotiations. Does
I
that
don't want
work?
them.
You don't want them? I don't know these guys. Who are these people? So if that's okay with all of you, I think that would be the easiest way to make that smooth
Yeah,
transition.
yeah. Seems good to me.
All right. Well, while we're waiting, why don't we have Zaquine do a quick recap of last game?
Oh, jeez. Well, at least I got a journal for that.
Yeah, yeah.
Um. So during the night that the party was brought back together, Orcard orchestrated a breakout to get a possible alliance going without actually killing the party. Instead, killing some slaves in their place and saying that the party had been killed. Later on, the next day he brought the party in as a mercenary group working with the Iron Tide. During negotiations, Nala was almost killed for offering to take less than what Orcard was offering. Um, Negotiations were brought up for the Chaur slaves to give them better conditions. Um, After all that, the party toured the mines with can't remember his name.
Oh, the Hobgoblin? Is that who you're talking about?
Yeah,
That was. That was.
Verdul. Verdul.
Yes, or Duel.
Um, After that, they returned to Char to try to get the ring from Blackwater. Um, the party discussed with Shock, and while he did not approve of the party's plans, he still supports us. And we left off right after that. I think we wanted to do some shopping, but didn't have the money.
Yeah, we had to split the money, so I'm gonna rewind it a bit and go go back to before you had left, and say, as part of the release agreement, you would have met up with these new people. Now, the other thing I realized is that I owe you all a level up from that milestone of finishing this area. So you should actually be level 4 now. So do you want to level up as we wait a few more minutes for Scurry?
We just click it and put level 4 instead of 3.
There
Or
no,
am I still 3 because I wasn't with them?
no, you'd be 4. There's a button under the cog tab that says level up with Character Mancer. You want to use that. because that'll walk you through the process of all the powers and everything that you get.
Okay. There's a on the character sheet.
Yeah, so on the character sheet, I think it's the last tab. There's let me take a
Attributes
look.
and abilities.
Yeah, like on the top, there's like core bio spells and then a cog tab.
Oh, I see.
If you
Yeah.
click on the cog tab,
Hmm.
there's a button down a bit that says launch level plus character mancer, and you just click that, and
Okay.
that'll level you up one and ask you all the questions as to abilities and things that you could choose for the level up.
Okay. Awesome. This is my first time like really using Roll20. I've been on D&D Beyond, but Bo's given me a few run throughs, so I don't think there should be any major issues. But if
Yeah,
I'm a little bit slow here and there to find things because I don't have it visually mapped yet,
yeah,
I
that's fine.
apologize.
That's fine. I think Dan, you're kind of new to Roll20 as well, right?
Completely. Like I have no idea where anything works.
Or
So it may
Dan,
have meltdown.
Dan, I think you're a little bit new to D&D as a whole, right?
Yeah, like I've
Okay,
just been binging the whole critical role thing. So yeah,
gotcha. All right, so yeah, there's a couple of new players, so we'll figure it out and we'll go slow.
just
So
be
yeah, let
gentle.
me or go ahead. Sorry.
I said just be gentle.
Yeah, no, it'll be fine. So let me know if you have any questions for the level up. And
Mhm.
yeah, hopefully Scurry will get in here in the next few minutes and he can be part of the introductions. But actually, while we're waiting, let's see, Ivy and so also in Roll20, make sure your name is displaying as your character name because it says Dan B right now.
Yeah. All right, hang on.
Just so I
Give him
can
a
get a hang of your character's name because I'm bad enough with names in real life. Same way when I meet fantasy people, I can never remember their names.
Alrighty.
So Tal, you and Ivy, as I said, were sort of attacking these Iron Tide forts as they were trying to do some sort of dig. Unfortunately, during the attacks, you were doing kind of hit and run tactics, but you were surrounded and captured. So you had been imprisoned for quite some time. They were, you believe, planning to either kill you or sell you off as slaves. Luckily, at some point, the group, which I don't think we have a name for the group yet, do we?
I don't know.
Okay,
I
There's
well,
think with the hobgoblins you went with the Black Scourge or something.
yeah, that name was kicked around. I just didn't get a sign off on it. Yeah, the hobgoblins kind of know you as the Black Scourge. Is that the name you want the group to go with?
Hmm.
I don't know, it's kind of too dark for polite society, I guess.
A little dark,
when we're
yeah.
in town, we are the heroes of Char.
Yeah, you're sort of the default name right now. They just call you the Heroes of Char. But anyway, yeah, this group, the Black Scourge, had been gaining a name amongst the ranks, and apparently, at some point, you had been told that they had negotiated your freedom. Did we just get a scurry?
Yup.
All right.
Negotiated their freedom might be a little much if they're going to be sold as slaves. They can keep that status.
Well, they're not. Yeah, they're not going to be sold as slaves anymore because you made a
No,
deal to free
no,
all the
no.
slaves.
They can keep their status. That's fine with me.
Yeah. So in any case, you all would be kind of brought into the prison area when the slaves were being let out, and you would notice two of the slaves look very different from the others. So Dan B. Or sorry, what was your character's name again? It still
I'm
says
trying to
Dan B.
find you. I'm trying to change it because I've got the thing on the bottom bit that says Riven, but I can't change that bit there. That's the
Uh,
bit that I can't.
is there a second one, or is there just one?
It's just the one. It's just the one.
Okay. So I think
Or is
if
it?
that's not working, you could go to the cog tab on the top right, and it'll say display name, and you just change that to your character's name,
Okay.
which is Riven. So Riven, what do you look like when the group sees you coming out of the cell?
Um, excusing the dirt and all that stuff I've probably got on. Kind of like wavy top hair but short back and sides, like platinum blonde, nearly white, like purple amethyst eyes, and he's a fairy. So yeah, I got wings. Yay!
So yeah, you would see he's a smaller creature. I think they're like 3 feet or so, right?
What is he?
Oh,
He's a fairy, but I think in D&D they're considered small, not tiny. So he actually looks more like, or he's more the size of a halfling than like a traditional fairy. I believe is the
it just says small. It just says small, so I'm not
yeah.
sure what it qualifies as.
Yeah, and usually like the traditional fairies would, or like when they're monsters or enemies, are considered tiny. So I think you're a little bit bigger than a traditional fairy. But anyway, yeah. So you would see him come out, and Ivy, what do you look like? Or sorry, Mia.
Um,
It looks like your name also is still set to your account
is
name,
it?
at least in Roll 20. I mean.
I clicked Mia. It's weird.
So, like I said, you might need to go to the cog tab on the top
Um,
right, and there's a. If you click on that, it says display name, and you can change that from your account to your character.
oh. mm,
But yeah, what would you look like?
Um, so I am Goliath, and I am big and blue.
Any discernible? Or sorry, go ahead.
Um, that's uh, there's a lot of slashy type scars all over my skin. Um, and that's pretty much it. Just a big blue Goliath with lots of scarring.
All right. Any tattoos or markings that someone might recognize?
No, nothing like nothing distinguishable except for all the slashing scars that are throughout like my arms, my even on my neck, my face, everywhere is covered with like slash scars.
All right. So you would see the group there that rescued you. Zaquine, what would you look like to them?
Um, what's the best way to describe her? So she's a silvery grayish skinned tiefling. Uh, she's dressed in mostly black clothing with darker brown uh, leather pieces. Um, blue eyes, black hair, and she's openly carrying a rapier.
All right. What about Scurry? What would you look like to them?
All right. Scurry would be a panther tabaxi, which is quite clear. He isn't really trying to hide his demi-human nature. He's got some leather armor, very simple but dark colored. He got the inclination that should he not want to be seen, that he won't. Um, he's got a rapier at his side as well as a dagger hilt on the other side. And yeah, that's scurry for you.
All right. And what about Tal?
Um, like a normal-sized human, a bit over 6 feet. Short red hair, chainmail and shield with a holy symbol of a double-bladed axe on it, and has a mace on his side.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Over 6 feet doesn't sound like a normal sized human to me.
Like 6 feet is average, I think. It's a bit over.
Yeah. I mean, in real life, I'm 6'5".
I'm 6'9".
Yeah. I mean,
Well,
they're tall
that's all
people.
of your
That's a
problems, I
bit tall.
guess.
Why are you
I'm
being
The
five foot
average
four,
height
so
in
I
Holland
can't
is 6
talk.
foot.
Why are you being heightist? Jeez.
Yeah.
Are we just giants to you? Do we have no feelings? No, it's fine.
Everyone is giant to me.
How
All right.
tall are you?
I'm 5'3".
I'm 5'3".
Oh, hi. You know the struggle.
Yeah. So yeah, the so Mia does not look like a human, definitely with her skin.
Mm-mm.
Does anyone have nature
Wow.
knowledge? Or nature trained, I should say. I don't think anyone does, but she definitely looks a lot bigger than a normal human.
Yeah, I'm very large, and like since you guys went into like what we're wearing, by the way, like I have two short swords on me. Um,
Well, they would
because
actually have taken your weapons when they imprisoned you. But
man, they took my weapons. That
yeah,
sucks.
but
All right. Well,
they would actually be bringing your items back at this point. So
all right, guys.
Erdul sort of looks up at the at Mia and over at Ribbon. He looks back at the group and he says, "These two were quite the bit of trouble to capture. Perhaps they can be of assistance to you." As the
I
other slaves sort of cower, like away from the rest of them.
I don't know. The
Well,
blue one doesn't look healthy.
oh, she always looks that color.
Yeah. So what
well,
is
hey,
it? Small.
if they're help, that works for me. If they can handle themselves in a fight, I don't see why not.
Well, it's up to you what you wish to do with them. You did free them, so. But they did show quite a bit of aptitude in combat, much like yourselves. It's one of the reasons why we kept them strong, because we thought they might make good slaves. But, of course, now that they're free, it's up to you what their fate will be.
I think it has to be up to them to decide.
Are you sure the little one can fight?
He looks, he says, "Oh, yes, that one is quite sneaky with magic." So, Erdul would
We can
say,
use another magic caster. That'll come in handy for sure.
well, Erdul would look to the group and say, "There's one more thing I wanted to ask of you before you left. There's a cave that we've been sending our troops into. We dug it out a few days ago, and we sent a group to explore, but they never came back. Rather than continuing to send troops in, I was hoping that the lot of you could take a look and see what's going on in there, since you're a little bit more skilled than average troops." He says,
Sure, sounds interesting.
is that something? Okay. So does so I think the group still needs to kind of elect a leader or someone to at least speak for the group. Does anyone want to take that job on, or is anyone willing to?
Yeah,
I
sure. I
can.
mean, Zerx was sort of the default that we had decided, but since he's gone, I can do it, sure.
All right. So Scurry. All right. And Dale, you heard you were scribing this week, right?
I'll do Scurry.
Oh, right. That's right. Scurry, are you okay scribing this week? Because Dale is not in the group anymore.
Sure.
All right, great. So yeah, Erdul would say, "Do you think you could do this for us?" And you said yes.
Yeah.
All right. So he says, if you need any supplies or anything, just let us know. We can give you what you need before you head in.
I'm gonna walk over to Scurry and just be like, "Are you a cat?"
Well, I've got cat blood in me.
Yes, that is the kitty cat.
I like
Oh,
kitties. And then I'm just gonna pick him up and pet him.
You're gonna have to roll for that.
So if you go to grab him, I assume Scurry, you're gonna try to jump out, like jump away.
Oh yeah.
All right. Give me a athletics check opposed by Scurry's athletics or acrobatics.
Damn it, I was in the middle of my character mancer.
You could just roll a
Oh,
d20, and because you know what your score
yeah.
is, right? So
I
if
don't.
you,
I needed to check.
oh,
I think it's
okay,
+5.
sounds about right. So yeah, for your sheet, Mia, if you open it up on the main page, there are a bunch of skills. One of them is athletics, so you would click on that. Okay. And yeah, I need an opposed check.
So that's 18 for me.
All right, so yeah, Mia, as you go to grab Scurry, he's like, "Whoa!" and he suddenly flips to the side, getting out of your way. He seems to be resistant to you picking him up.
You're not a normal cat. Why don't you like pets?
I appreciate it if you kept your hands to yourself. Thank you very much.
well, just don't go
We'll
coughing
be
up any
friends.
gerbil.
You'll let me pet you. I promise. You'll like it.
Can you lock this one back up, maybe?
Erdul,
No, I'm starting to like her.
Erdul just smiles. And he says, "You negotiated for their freedom. They're your problem now."
So,
Yes, that's
Scurry,
fair.
since you're the leader, you're the one who's going to be giving me some weapons. I like to do the stabby stab.
Well, since we're cooperating now anyway, I'm assuming that we'll get our weapons back from our good friends here.
Oh
Okay,
yeah,
I can.
they already brought you your weapons back.
All right, leader. Whatever you want.
Alright. Just out of character, I was not here last session, so I'm not entirely sure how everything went, because I got the gist, I guess.
So the negotiations happened, and the group decided that they were going to help Orcard.
Are we holding this auction and setting up?
That was not decided. In the last game, we sort of traveled back to town, but I figured since we were introducing new characters, I could just have them come in here, and that would be the easiest way. But
Okay.
before you left, Erdul asked that you look into this cave that they excavated.
Alright, so we're looking at a cave.
Alright, so if you go over there, there's a kind of entryway that is barred by a large boulder. Erdul would say, "We moved this boulder in front of the cave once the soldiers disappeared, as we weren't sure if something was going to come out. Are you strong enough to move it, or shall I get my men to help?"
Well, it looks like with our new addition,
I can move
we
it.
should have the physical strength to do it ourselves.
Alright, he sort of leans against the cave wall and nods. Oh, since people haven't seen him, I might as well share his picture. Erdul is sort of a robed hobgoblin that looks a bit magic usery, but he still has some pretty nice armaments. So he sort of leans against the cave, keeping an eye on things until you get it open. So to move the boulder, I can take up to 2 athletics rolls from the group, as 2 of you can work together to push it aside.
Can I help you, leader?
I'm gonna help her.
All right,
Well,
so Tal.
there you go, you and Tal move it out the way.
Tal sort of steps in, cracks his knuckles a bit maybe, and starts pushing. Go ahead and make a roll, Mia, if you're helping as well.
Roll which?
Be athletics again. Alright, so the two of you really put your backs into it, pushing against this boulder, and it very slowly moves aside, revealing a small, maybe 4 or 5 foot passage that opens into a larger tunnel that is sort of sloping downward into darkness. You can't really see what's at the bottom. Does anyone have a passive perception of 20 or over?
Oh, we're not level 20 characters yet. I don't think so.
Oh, you can definitely get that at low level. Some people are crazy with the perceptive feats, but no, it just looks like a dark tunnel to you.
I think I had a character come in with a 22 one time.
Yeah, you have to work to do it, but yeah, some people do it, and then I gotta remember that. So yeah, what do you all want to do?
I'm gonna cast dancing lights and send them down a bit.
All right. So the dancing lights move down the ramp, slightly illuminating the passage. As they get to the bottom, you see a lot of loose dirt. It looks like about 70 or so feet from the entryway.
Slowly step forward and hope the others follow.
All right. So you enter.
I'm assuming that's what they've been digging.
So if you say that to Erdul, he nods. He says, "We dug out this cave a few weeks ago, but like I said, when we sent soldiers in to investigate it, they did not come back." And he sort of motions to some of the guards nearby. He says, "We're going to seal the boulder behind you. When you come back, if you just speak to us, we will move it again. I'll leave the soldiers here."
Speak to you and say,
Alright,
what?
sounds like a plan.
Did you say something, Ribbon?
Yeah. Speak to us and say what? You're going to let us out considering you had us as a slave. Thank you.
Sorry, I didn't hear you. Let me turn you up a little. Because maybe I have you too low or something. Go ahead.
Yeah, put him
and
at 200.
speak now.
What you want us to come back and say? Let us out, please, slaver. Considering you left me locked in a cage.
He says, "We will let you out when you come back. Don't worry. We are allies with these people."
You weren't 5 minutes ago with me.
Well, you did attack several of our outposts, so...
You interrupted my dinner.
As they're bickering, I'm just gonna try to give Scurry a head on the head.
I am very invested in this story.
I will dodge.
You're gonna
I really like
sneak attack
animals.
Pet.
My animal handling is a 2.
So make a stealth check as you're kind of trying to sneak up on Scurry while he's looking around.
Nothing.
Yeah, so that's sleight of hand, but yeah, you would definitely notice the big person coming up on you and kind of move out of the way, avoiding the pets once again.
In addition, I can't be surprised. I have the alert feat now.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm
What
gonna
do you
keep
do?
trying to pet you. Alright.
that's the mission, to pet Scurry.
The mission is to get pet.
Kitty cat, can you purr?
Can you purr?
Yes or
Maybe
no?
we'll just lock the boulder back behind you too once we're done here.
Oh no, don't do that. It'd be too much
I want to
fun.
know this story about the interrupted dinner.
You just look so fluffy.
So
Well, we were having dinner.
Are you all whispering or talking as you descend into this place, just out of curiosity?
I'm just talking.
I'm just talking. The lights are ahead of us, right? The dancing lights?
Yes. So...
So does anyone have a
Okay.
more permanent light source? I don't want to keep this up during combat.
I have no light.
Well,
I don't
Got
need
the-
to see where I'm going. I got this. It's fine.
I've got dark vision anyway, but I'm sure that we could get a torch from someone. Pretty sure at least one person here has a torch.
Nello is carrying them in their bag.
If it touches me, I'll just stab it. There. Good.
Alright, so you should see yourselves appearing at the top left of the map. Over
Yes.
here. So, let's see. Did someone say they had a torch out? Or was using a torch?
I have a torch. It's a tiny fairy one. It
Oh,
doesn't how
you.
good it is for the rest of you.
I have a torch. I can light one if you want. I can do a torch.
Oh, you. Someone has dancing lights, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got dancing lights up.
All right. So, what is the lighting on that? Remind me.
Oh, I have to read that. 1 sec.
If you link it, it should show up.
Each light 10-foot radius. Okay.
So there's 4 up to 120 feet away,
Yeah.
so we can light up the entire place.
Yeah. So drag one torch out, and I'll modify it. Or did we make a thing for a dancing light? I forget. I don't think
I
They
don't think
haven't
we
used
have.
it yet, so.
Riven, do you have dark vision? I don't
I
think Mia
don't-
does.
I don't think
No, I
do.
don't.
I think my one is.
I do.
Very much like. I don't think so.
Alright. So yeah, I didn't see it on your sheet, so I didn't give it to you. I was just double checking.
I don't.
Alright,
I'm not fairy fire. Will that help?
I think that's more of an offensive spell.
Yeah.
It does
I was
small
thinking
amounts of light when it lights up an enemy, but it doesn't really work for giving you light
Yeah,
as a whole. So I think the only ones with dark vision are Zequine and Scurry, yes?
Yes.
Alright, so let me change your tokens really quick. Wait, where did Zequine's character go?
Under someone?
I'm
Oh,
right here.
There she is. No, I was looking in the journal. I couldn't find you, and I realized I accidentally moved you. So,
I'll just light up a little fairy torch.
so is there a special thing called a fairy torch, or is it just a torch?
No,
Do
it's
you know?
just a torch, but I'm assuming because it's a torch that's tiny, it's like I'm not going to be holding a normal torch for people.
Well, I mean, a torch is not that large. As a small creature,
Okay.
because like I said, you're like 3 feet tall. You could
Yeah.
probably be holding something like that.
Okay, cool. Then I'll just light up a torch.
Alright, so did you pull a torch onto the map, Tal?
No,
Wait. Where do I get a torch?
Under the journal, under
Let's
resources.
see. Torch.
Okay, so, and your dancing light, you said, is 10 feet of bright and 10 dim?
Yeah, but there's 4 of them, so.
Alright, so I modified that. And you should be able to control these, but just double check and see if you can control those.
Yeah.
Alright, and I believe...
120 feet.
Yeah, so you can move them up to 120 feet away from you. So you should all see now, right? As the torch, or as the dancing lights appear.
yeah.
Alright, so yeah, a very large kind of dirt-ridden cave extends before you. The ceiling varies between 5 and 15 feet at places. No one has nature. Does anyone have survival trained?
I do.
Yeah.
Mia?
Mhm.
Did you say you did, Mia?
Yeah, I believe so.
Alright.
She has nature too.
Oh, okay.
I
So yeah, Mia, looking around this cave, you notice a couple of things. Firstly, it looks like the cave might be partially excavated in places, as if someone was digging through here. You would also note that the loose dirt on the ground looks as if something has been digging through it. Like maybe deeper underneath the ground.
It looks like they've been digging all over this place. There's digging holes there, there's digging holes there. They've been digging everywhere.
And when I say digging, I don't mean with like picks and shovels. I mean something has, like a mole, has been digging through here, like a giant
Oh, an
mole.
animal. Like
Yeah.
a big ass mole. I want to find
Big
it.
mole. A big mole is digging, but doing it through a rock. Seems a bit
Guys, I
stupid.
think there's a big animal around here somewhere. I would like to find it. Pet it.
And we can see like a tunnel that's like running through some of these places.
Yeah, so the brown area is the ground, the dirt, and the stone is the stone walls.
Okay. Can I try and like dig a little bit and make a hole into like these tunnels that have been created, so that way it's exposed to air?
You mean down below you?
Yeah,
What are you gonna use to dig? Just your hands, like start
the
digging
shovel
a
that I
hole?
have.
Alright, so you would pull out the shovel and start digging. It is very easy to dig downward, but it doesn't seem like. It just seems more like the dirt is maybe kind of mixed with sand and very porous. So, like, as you dig, like a bunch of dirt from the sides kind of pours over, like runs down into it, like if you're trying to dig a hole at a beach.
Alright, so there doesn't seem to be any like small cave systems that we can smoke out or anything. I guess we're just gotta keep going in deeper.
At least not yet. You don't see anything, at least not close to you.
Alright.
You also would notice the footprints of a group of what you would assume, and this is Mia because she has the survival. A group of footprints that you would assume is from the hobgoblins that came down here. They go inward, but they don't come back out.
You guys, I'm gonna let you know that those footprints, they look like hobgoblins. There's a few of them.
Well, those are the ones I
They're
went
all
missing.
gone. So,
Alright, well, I guess if we follow the footprints, we'll find whatever capturer killed them, and we can capture or kill whatever capturer killed them.
we're going on a goblin hunt.
Going on a
Not
goblin
sure if there's goblin. If there were goblins down there, I don't think they would have attacked the hobgoblins, but
Hobgoblin,
sure.
goblin. If you got the word goblin in it, I'll kill it.
Ah,
Just don't let our friends hear that. Alright, let's move.
Slightly racist, maybe.
So you make your way deeper into this tunnel, stepping over some of the rocks as your feet sort of sink into the sand a bit as you go.
I'm going to start flying because what's the fun with wings if you don't?
Alright, so you sort of hover a bit over the floor as you move down the hallway. Hang on, everybody freeze.
Okay.
So Tal, as you step over this area here, the ground would cave in. I need a deck save,
Ooh.
as I saw you coming this way.
Yeah.
So yeah, the loose dirt gives way. Oh no. Tal goes falling about 30 feet and slams into some rocks down below. You take only 6 points of damage, and you kind of fall prone on the rocky surface below. It looks like you're in some kind of sinkhole.
Alright, well, looks like we found out what happened to our goblin friends.
I don't think it's that easy. Can you help me out?
Sure thing, I'll drop the rope down.
Alright, so you drop the rope down, and Tal, you're attempting to climb out. Does anyone have a perception passive of 15 or over?
Yeah.
Alright, so anyone with a 15 or over, Tal, as you're grabbing the rope, you suddenly feel a slight tremor as if the ground down here is shaking a little.
Okay, I'm gonna climb faster.
Give me an athletics check as you attempt to climb out of the hole using the rope. Do you have advantage for something?
No,
Okay, so
just always rolls twice.
all right, so yeah, you're struggling a bit. You're like, ugh. And actually, at this point, you all start to feel a bit of the strange tremor. It's getting more intense. Tal, you gonna try again?
I'm gonna cast Bless on myself this time since I'm. Not Bless, Guidance. Yeah.
So you say a quick prayer as you touch yourself, and you feel guided by the gods.
And as I do that, the light goes out because it's concentration, right?
Oh yeah, that's true. Oh no!
I can't see anyone.
So you're struggling with a 6. Like, oh god, why is this so hard? As you're doing that, the surface below you is suddenly smashed by something. As you see a large, almost very powerful like shell and a large moss snap into the rock as something digs through. Luckily, it doesn't actually hit you, but I do need an athletics check as there is now another 30-foot hole below you. As the ground falls out, as this thing smashes through.
One time.
All right, so yeah, you're hanging there and you're hit by some adrenaline as something is smashing around below you, and you quickly climb up the rope, pulling yourself out of the hole. And yeah, you all hear down below some kind of smashing noise. And those of you with dark vision, if you look down the hole, you would see the floor is gone and the pit now falls out of your vision. Out of the 60 feet of dark vision you have into darkness.
Right. Also, Riven had a torch out, right?
Oh, Riven. Yeah. So Riven, if you want to use a torch, just use one from your inventory. They last an hour, and go ahead and pull one on from the journal. Under resources, there's something called lighting, and under there's a torch. You can click and drag it onto the game board where your character is.
Done that thing.
Yeah. So. Yeah, that's 2 you got. But yeah, if you put that over yourself, you can kind of like click and drag to highlight both you and the torch, and then you'll both move. Or wait, is that a torch? Why is there no light coming from it?
I clicked the torch, I don't know.
Let me double check that. Well, that torch is working. Where did you click the torch from?
I just put it on top of me, and then left it.
Huh, that's weird. Alright, well, can you, here, just use this one instead. I don't know why this one isn't giving off light. But anyway, yeah, so you guys have a torch out, so you're okay. So you climb out of the hole, and, yeah, what do you want to do?
Well, you almost died.
The hell happened down there?
Oh, fucking sand. Can't even climb up. I don't know, something was trying to eat me, I guess.
You're saying it like it was not a big deal, but at the same time it sounds like you almost got eaten by some weird thing at the bottom of a sandpit.
If you say it like that, still doesn't sound like too big a deal. I mean, we were imprisoned for how long and thought we were gonna die? There's nothing compared to that.
I mean,
Alright,
who
so
cares what's down there? It's a hole. We can see the hole because of our little firefly over here. Let's just walk past the hole.
I'm not a firefly, I'm a fairy. Get it right.
We're
You know, I think I
fine.
like that.
You're my little firefly right now. It's all good.
I
Alright,
think you
well,
are a firefly.
if you're volunteering, you're more than welcome to walk ahead of the group into the rest of this cave.
All right, Riven, you want to come with me? I can't see without you. You're my eyes.
Well, since you put it like that, yes, I'll fly next to you.
You can sit on my shoulder if you want. Take a rest.
No, it's alright. I prefer flying. I'm less likely to fall to my death.
Also,
That's
I'm
true.
just gonna cast Dancing Light again, just to scout further ahead.
Alright, so let me make you a dancing light really quick so you can just pull them out when you cast them.
Okay.
So this is a 10 and 10-foot light, and I just have to make a copy of the torch.
After this, you guys want to get tacos?
Sure. No problem.
Nice.
I've never had a taco.
Oh, they're great. They're great.
No.
I don't recall ever having one either. What does it consist of?
It's very strong
There's like
food.
crunchy bread, right? And then there's some meat in it.
Yeah,
Right.
it's from this like really new age cuisine called Mita.
So see if you can pull the dancing light onto the game board. It should be in there now.
Okay.
Alright, so you got them?
Yep.
Alright. So you chant once again, casting dancing light, as 4 new lights come and sort of light the area up.
I can see everything.
Alright, well, I'll follow
Awesome.
your lead. Let's head deeper in.
Do we want to hug this wall or do we want to hug that wall?
You can hug whatever wall you want, as long as we're exploring new area. I'm fine with it. What did the footprints read?
Give me another survival check. Before you move any closer or any further down.
Yeah. 7.
Alright, so you're looking at these footprints, and you notice the area here is a bit, I guess, off a little. It seems like something was digging through here recently. A moment later, you start to feel the tremors again, all of you. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna stand
Alright.
next to the wall.
Yep.
I'm staying there.
Alright, so
I'm flying.
you're all sort of looking around, backing up a bit. As this is happening, there is an explosion of dirt. And a bunch of creatures come bursting through the ground.
There we go.
Give me initiative rolls.
Let's get this party started.
So the creatures are large bug-like beings with acid dripping from their pincers. They seem like they are coming at you.
Okay, no.
Where do we click for initiative rolls?
So for initiative, you click on your token. Then on the sheet, you click on initiative, and it should roll your initiative and attach it to your token.
Okay.
I have a token. Where's the token?
The thing on the
The
battlefield.
thing you've been moving.
Yeah.
You might want to roll for
Oh,
you and not the torch.
Yeah, and you want to make sure the torch is to the side so you don't accidentally select it.
is it the cogwheel?
No, it's above you, like your hit points and stuff. It has initiative.
Yeah, there's like a
You
box
want
with
to
your
just
initiative.
click on initiative.
Also, oh, yeah.
This? No. This? No.
I'll roll it for you if you want.
Okay. If you would, I'm confused as to where it's at.
So here I can try to show you where it is. Let's see.
I just did it on the big.
It's next to armor class.
That's what I
Oh, over
Yeah.
here?
So
Yeah,
Dan,
That's the one.
or sorry, not Dan, Riven, I don't see you on there, so you might have need to make sure your token's selected before you roll.
Like that and try that.
All right, there you go.
Does he? Just try like. Okay, cool.
All right, so Scurry, as these creatures come smashing through the ground.
Tal.
Oh, did I
Tal.
scroll up?
Tal, natural 20.
Tal. Well, actually, no. You guys both got 19 because he has -1 dex.
Yeah, but he has 0.08 because of the
Yeah,
thing.
that's
And he had a
because I have
natural 20, so it makes sense.
No, you have more dex, though.
Yeah, your dex is way higher than his. His 0.08 is because his dex is 8. That's why I did 0.08. You have to set yourself to use tiebreakers. But yeah, you would, or you should be first. Natural 20 doesn't necessarily mean he beats you in initiative.
Alright, in that case, I will take out my rapier and I will stab this thing that appeared in front of me.
Alright, so as the creature bursts through the ground, you use an item interaction to quickly draw your rapier and you lunge at him. Haha!
That's a 19.
Oh, do you have, that's right, you have advantage because he hasn't gone yet, right?
Exactly.
Alright, so you catch him a bit off guard as he pops through the ground, stabbing him right in the gullet as he chitters angrily. Go ahead and give me a damage roll.
18 damage.
18. Alright, so he flails around a bit, looking very angry at you. Anything else?
Alright, well, whatever it is, I think it's angry. And I will use bonus action disengage and get behind Tal.
Alright. Tal, what do you want to do?
I'm gonna move up here. And I'm gonna cast Bless on myself, Sequine, Mia, and Scurry at 2nd rank.
Alright, so you chant, casting another concentration spell.
So Blood Dancing Lights fade, yes.
Exactly.
Riven's Torch should still be out though, hopefully.
Yeah, Riven's Torch is still out.
And once I find it,
So you are all
I will
blessed.
use Voice of Authority on Mia because she seems like she hurts. You can use your reaction to attack once.
Alright, so Mia, if you want well, she doesn't actually have her weapon out yet, I don't think.
Oh, who has?
You can punch something.
So I'll say you had your weapons out. If you want to have your weapons out, make sure your token is marked. So, for example, if you look at Scurry, that is the mark for a one-handed weapon, for a melee weapon. If you have a shield, Tal has the shield marking on him, just to see what you have in your hands.
So use that for Bless, I think.
So Mia, what sort of weapon do you have? Short sword?
She has double swords, short swords. Babe,
Are you muted?
you're muted. Kid probably woke up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she said BRB.
Alright, so yeah, I believe she has the 2 short swords. So if you have a two-handed weapon or 2 weapons out, you just do a 2 with the weapon, like that. So she is away right now. Do you
And I'm gonna use it on Sequine.
Alright, so Zaquine, you can use your reaction to attack something.
Sure.
What are you attacking?
The one right in front of me.
So the north or the south one? This guy?
Yes.
Alright, so you lunge at him as Tal yells some commands, stabbing. You do have him distracted by Talon Ribbon, so you can possibly sneak attack. Oh, 24 would definitely strike, as you as well stab the creature for 14 points of damage. It seems upset, but it is still pretty healthy looking. Anything else?
Tal, don't tell me what to do. You're not my dad.
Oh, and mark yourself as using your reaction.
Which one was that?
That is... I'll put it on Zaquine because she used her reaction as well.
Wait, I didn't use mine, yeah. Right.
Okay, so that would be the thing for using your reaction. Riven, what do you want to do? You're done, right? Right, Tal?
Yeah.
Alright, yeah. Riven, what do you want to do?
I will cast on the bug thing in front of me Dissonant Whispers.
All right, so go ahead and link it.
Right, so so what do you do? Do you click it and then just what then?
So I believe
You
there's
hover over it and you press the chat button, like the little speech bubble.
yeah, I think the spell has like a speech bubble, and
Yeah,
that
so you
should
just do that and then
yeah, there
cool.
you go. All right, so you chant as you begin whispering psychic words at the creature. It is going to try to make a saving throw to resist, which is wisdom. It rolled an 18, so I think it made it, unfortunately.
It's the wise worm of the sand.
Yeah, very wise worm. But you still do half damage, so go ahead and roll 3d6. All right.
Okay, so it is.
Or wait, I failed. Or do you do half damage on this? I think so, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I don't know. Half as much damage and doesn't have to move away.
Okay, so yeah. So you deal 4 points of psychic damage to the creature as it begins to bleed a bit from its head. It looks like it's wounded, which means it just fell below half hit points. Anything else?
I'm going to fly a little bit back because I don't want to get eaten.
So if you leave their threatened area, they will get attacks of opportunity on you.
Oh no, nothing. Then I'll just stay there and I'll just work
Right.
it.
The only way to leave their area is if you use your action to disengage, which you already used that to cast the spell. All right, so that's it for you.
Yep.
All right, so Ribbon finishes his spell. Zaquine, you get
Oh
your
boy.
reaction back.
Oh, I want to smack it again.
All right, so as it looks like it's turning around to attack Riven, you take another stab at it. 19 would strike as it screeches in pain again from another hit. So you deal another 14 damage, and it is looking very wounded. Anything else?
I'll pull my dagger and try to finish the thing off.
Alright, so you draw your dagger. Go ahead and mark yourself as having 2 weapons out. And you use your bonus action. 16 would strike as you stab it again with your dagger. Go ahead and roll damage. So you do 3 points of damage. And it is not dead yet.
Yet being the keyword.
Anything else?
Not for me.
Alright, Mia, are you back?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, you're surrounded by strange looking bug creatures. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna do a stabby stab with my short sword.
Alright, so bring your swords towards the creature. Unfortunately, 9 is not enough, and it kind of swerves back, dodging your first attack.
Bless.
Oh, yeah, roll a d4, because you are blessed.
D4.
Yeah, because of Tal's spell, you get a d4 to attacks and saving throws. So,
Is there a thing on here? Or should I grab my actual dice?
no, there's a thing on here. So if you look at the left of the screen, there's like a D20 icon in your buttons. You can mouse over that and click on the D4 to roll a D4. It should be on the very left side. There's like, I think 5 buttons on the top left. Like a pointer.
I see it. And then, which one was it? D4?
Yeah. Oh, 13. So unfortunately, that is just short of what you need, and the creature would still dodge you.
Okay.
Do you? Or go ahead.
Can I use a bonus action to cast Hunter's Mark?
Yes. So doing a bit of a chant. So go ahead and link Hunter's Mark. If you go to the spell, there should be like a chat bubble that you can click on, and that'll give the description of the spell.
Yeah.
Or I guess you could just, on the chat here, showed spell description. There we go. Alright, so you chant as you point at the creature and start concentrating, and it is marked. So mark yourself as concentrating, because this is a concentration spell.
Okay.
And so to do that, if you click on the token, you should see like a gear and a lens. If you click on the lens and scroll down to the bottom, there's a marking that looks like that, and that's the concentration one. So you use that when you're concentrating on spells.
Lens. Looks like. Okay, I'm gonna find it. Oh, God.
Yeah, and I put it on you for now, but
Oh, okay.
yeah, that's what it looks like in the future. So
Okay.
that is it for Mia. The Ankhegs go. So this one is going to chitter angrily at Scurry, and he is going to come over this way and bite at you. So the pincers come at you. Crit. Natural 20. Unfortunately, I don't think there's anything you could do about that. So you are struck for...
It was nice knowing you.
25 damage.
Well, I'm down.
So Scurry goes, and gets a bunch of acid on him from the creature as he goes limp, falling prone. That is it for that one. This one is going to bite at Zaquine because you really hurt him. 13 versus AC?
It'll hit.
Alright, so you are bit by the creature, taking 13 slashing and 4 acid as it bites into you. This one here is going to bite at Zaquine as well. 14 versus AC.
That'll hit.
Alright, so you are bit again, taking another 13 slashing and 5 acid, which unfortunately I think would put you down as well.
Yep.
And the last one is going to bite at Mia, but I think a 12 would miss you.
Mm.
Alright, so that is it for the Ankhegs. Scurry, I need a death save.
How do I roll those in secret?
You don't have to roll it in secret.
Ah.
It's just, you just click on the death save. So, yeah, you're okay. You pull away from the shadows as the pain is overwhelming. Tal, what are you going to do?
Well, I'm gonna cast Healing Word on Scurry.
Alright, so Scurry, you are healed for 6 points of health as Tal chants and channels healing energies through you. So you're awake, but you're prone, and you have dropped your weapon.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna cast Green Flame Mace on the one who attacked Scurry, so the one above me. With secondary damage on the one to the right of me.
Oh, good hit. Alright, 22 or 26 would strike as you smash this creature for 9 bludgeoning, which would wound it. The flame would then jump over to the other creature, dealing 3 points, which actually would drop it. As it is burned alive and falls over lifeless.
It's my turn.
Alright, Riven.
Right, so I will go for the one that attacked Scurry, and I will do Guiding Bolt.
Alright, so you are next to an enemy. If you Guiding Bolt, you'll be shooting at disadvantage, because this guy would be distracting you right now.
Alright, I'll go for the one nearest me then and Guiding Bolt him.
So any ranged attack when you have a melee threatener next to you will be disadvantage. You'd have to move away to get rid of that. Or cast something else.
If I move away from the one near me, though, he'd attack me, right?
Unless you disengaged, yes.
No, I'll just guiding bolt the one near me.
Alright, so you make an attack at disadvantage. Firing a guiding bolt.
4d6. 4.
You have to roll an attack first. You said you're shooting at this one?
Yeah.
So if you click on Guiding Bolt, I think it'll roll the spell attack. Yeah, there you
Okay.
go. Unfortunately, 7 will not hit, and the Guiding Bolt flies past and breaks off the wall over here. As the creature distracts you a bit by being so close. Anything else?
No.
Alright, so Zaquine, you are struggling through the pain. I need a death save. So there's a bunch of acid on you. 12. Alright, so you stay away from the light and you make 1 success on your death saves. Mia.
I'm gonna go for the guy right in front of me that I have marked, and I'm gonna do a short sword attack.
Alright, so you lunge again. This time you strike. 19 would pierce his armor, and it kind of flails about, getting ready to counterattack. But go ahead, give me a damage roll.
Okay. Damage roll. That's gonna be.
Click on short sword in the chat.
Oh yeah, in the chat,
already
you just
did.
click on that. No, if you click on the word in the chat, it'll just roll damage.
Oh, okay. So in the.
Like, you should be able to mouse over it.
Right
Yeah, there
there.
you go. So 5 piercing, and Colossus Slayer is if you only have 1 creature next to you. Is that how that works?
It's if it's
If
hurt, so it doesn't count.
If it has anything below full
Okay.
HP,
So
it
this
rolls
one,
damage.
yeah, this one isn't hurt. So it only takes the 5, but I think you have him marked as well. So he takes
I
some
do have it
extra from
marked.
that.
Yeah. And then can I use my bonus action to do another jab with the other short sword in my other hand?
Well, doesn't the mark give you extra damage?
It does give you extra damage.
Yes.
You want to roll a
Mark
d6
this
as well, but
Yeah, so if you roll
Oh.
another d6.
D6.
Alright, so you do 8 points of damage as you stab it with the first attack. And yeah, you can bonus action stab with your offhand, so go ahead and roll another attack roll.
Am I close enough to touch Scurry or no?
You are close
not.
enough to touch Zaquine, but not Scurry.
Okay. Is the coin hurt?
Yeah, she's down. She's unconscious.
Am I able to do the bonus action of curing hands instead? Or cure wounds instead on Zaquine?
I think healing word is a bonus action. Cure wounds is a action.
Okay,
Do you
yeah,
have- do
it
you
is.
have-
Okay, so I'll just go ahead. I'll go ahead with the short sword again for my bonus instead. I'm sorry, I would have healed you if I could.
Alright, so you stab a second time, trying to further bring this. Oh, yeah, 24 would strike. So go ahead and give me a damage roll. Another 6 points of damage. Alright, so the creature looks. Yeah?
Wait, this time Colossus Slayer should work, right?
Because
Yes,
it's
that
already
would.
below HP.
So give me a roll for Colossus Slayer, which I think is a d8. 4. Alright, so it takes another 4 as you just go ham, stabbing into this thing over and over. And it seems very upset as blood trickles down its body.
And as I'm stabbing him, I'm just gonna yell, "You're not fluffy!"
He definitely is not fluffy. Alright, so that's it for you, right?
Yeah.
Alright, so this Ankeg is going to look angrily at Tal, and he is going to snap at you again. Snap. Natural 1. Alright, so Tal jumps back as the mandibles come in at him. Missing, though. This one is going to chitter oddly and suddenly send a beam of acid spraying this way. So I need a dex save from Who is it? Mia. I need a dexterity saving throw as it spits a bunch of acid at you. Oh, 22. So yes, you would dodge it, jumping to the side. However, it does do 6 acid damage to you, as you do get partially burned by its spray. So if you click on the token and you just put -6 in the green bubble, it'll -6 from your 40 HP. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got it. And you were concentrating on Hunter's Mark, so I need a con save to see if you can hold that spell. Yeah, so you are sprayed slightly, but you managed to keep concentration on your spell. This one
He's gonna
finally,
yell over at it and be like, "You're not fluffy either."
it just chitters back angrily at you. This one, who you also accused of not being fluffy, is going to snap at you now. Snap. 22. I think that got you. So it would deal 10 slashing and 1 acid, so 11 points of damage, and you are now grappled in its pincers.
Is there anything I can do to get out, or am I just stuck?
So when you're grappled, your speed becomes 0. You can't benefit from any speed bonuses. You can use an athletics or acrobatics check to try to break a grapple on your turn.
Okay.
But that will require your action. But you can also still just stab it while it's grabbing you. You don't have to.
Okay.
You're not. It doesn't stop you from attacking. Scurry.
Alright, well, fuck that out. I'm gonna get up.
Okay.
Use half my movement. Better get to that ear side of this thing. Hopefully it'll be less dangerous from that.
Alright, so you circle around.
Grab it on the flank. I'll pick up my rapier, by the way. I'll leave my dagger on the ground.
Alright,
No
so
time to pick that up.
it looks like it's currently distracted by Tal, so you do have flank. 14 would barely hit. So you strike it from behind as it's getting ready to attack Tal. Doing 9 points of damage, and it now looks very hurt, but it is still up. Chitter, chitter, chitter.
Alright, well, I guess I'll just use my claws then. I'll try a bonus attack and try and swipe at it with my claw.
Okay, slash. 17 would strike with your claw as you rake into its back, tearing at its carapace for another 2 points of damage. It is very wounded, but still up. Anything else?
That's my turn.
Tal.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Healing Word on Scurry again, so I can with Voice of Authority again.
Alright, so you cast Healing Word on Scurry, giving him 4 points of healing.
Yeah, and Voice of Authority. Do I have to link that every time?
No, that's okay. I know what it does.
So Scurry can make an attack.
You can use
Alright,
your...
let's finish this fucker off.
So yeah, you yell, "Scurry now!" And Scurry, ooh, but Scurry is caught off guard. He's like, "Wait, are we going?" And then he kind of stumbles and completely misses his stab.
Didn't want to have to do this, but I'm gonna Booming Blade or Booming Mace him.
Alright, so you attack with your booming mace. 15, 17 would strike. As it's turned towards Scurry, you smash it
I
in
was
the back of
blessed
the
as
head.
well, wasn't I?
Yeah,
You
but with a 7.
Yeah, I don't think you hit with a 7. So it chitters a bunch and falls over dead with that smack.
And then I'm gonna move down here and try to look threatening.
Alright, so you go over Zaquine's down body, getting into position there. Is that it for you?
Yep.
Alright, Riven.
Right, so for the one nearest to me, I'll guiding bolt it again.
Alright, you will be at disadvantage again because you're still within melee of it.
Yeah, okay.
Alright, so
Alright.
go ahead and give me an attack roll.
Right, that.
Luckily, 14 is just enough. Actually, I think you're blessed, so you would get a d4, right?
Oh. He's the one who hasn't.
Oh, okay, he isn't. So 14 would be enough as you blasted at close range. Go ahead and give me a damage roll. So if you click on Guiding Bolt in the chat, it'll just roll it for you.
Okay.
Ooh, 19. Good roll. So he is seared by radiant energy as the blast smashes into him, and he looks wounded from the attack. And
Don't eat
also,
me, don't eat me, don't eat me, don't eat me, don't eat me.
don't eat me, you yell as you blast him. And the next
Yeah.
attack on him will be at advantage because the lights are lighting him up. Anything else?
No, that's it.
Zaquine, unfortunately, you are still down, so I need another death save. Alright, so that's a second success as you hold on to life. The pain's still keeping you from being able to do anything else. Mia, what are you going to do?
I want to cast jump on the furry cat. I mean, scurry.
I think you have to touch him to cast jump, don't you?
Dang it. I think so.
It would say
Yeah,
under
you're
the
right. Never
spell.
mind. All right,
So,
I'm gonna
unfortunately,
go.
yeah, he's too far away at the moment.
Yeah. All right, I'm just gonna go ahead and do. I'm grappled, so I'm gonna do the stabby stab again.
Alright, so as it's holding you, you roar and stab at it. 12, don't you get a d4?
Yes.
Roll a d4. 15 would be enough. So with the blessing pushing you forward, you roar and stab into this thing with your two-handed sword. Doing, go ahead, give me a damage roll.
Damn it.
You could just, yeah, if you mouse over, yeah, you got it. So 7 points of damage from the first stab. Anything else?
I don't think I can do any of my bonus action I have, right?
You can stab again.
You can stab again as a bonus action.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's stab again. So I can
Alright,
stab.
so you stab him a second time, but 8 would not be enough, and it kind of bounces off his hard chitin. Anything else?
I'm still grappled, so yeah, no, there's nothing. I'm gonna wait.
Alright, so the Ankeg here is going to turn around towards Riven, chittering angrily once again. And he is going to spray a bunch of acid at you. So I need a deck save if you want to avoid the acid.
Okay, that one.
Oh, that would not be enough, unfortunately. You don't, and he does not have the D4, right? The
No, I
bless.
don't.
Okay, so you are not quick enough and get sprayed with a bunch of acid, taking 9 points of acid damage. As you are burned by the chemicals in this creature's saliva. That's it for this Ankeg. The one down here who is grappling you is going to bite you again, I think. Yeah, he's going to bite at you again as he has you grappled, trying to pinch you. 21 versus AC, I believe, would hit you, unfortunately. And you are struck for another 15 points of damage. That's Mia.
Babe.
You there, Mia? Did you step away again?
I'm assuming.
Alright, I'll edit her HP. And
She does have stone skin.
what does that do again?
15
She
damage,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
Sorry.
I gave it. I give you the 15 damage. I do need a con save though, to see if you can hold your spell. All right, so you do hold your spell, feeling wounded at this point because you're below half.
You can use your stone's endurance to decrease the amount of damage you take as well, babe.
Yeah, is
Do
that
what?
is that a reaction she has?
Yep.
All right, so yeah, if you take damage, I think the Goliath has something where they can use their reaction to only take half damage from a source. I think
It
you.
said reduce it by a d12
Oh, okay,
and with Constitution modifier.
gotcha. And that's like once a short rest or something.
Yeah, short or long rest. Yeah.
Okay. So do you want to try to do that?
Yeah. What do I need to
Roll a
it?
d12.
D12?
Yeah, D12 plus your con modifier, which I think is 3.
So D12 and then move all the way over to 3?
Just
No,
add
just
plus
3.
click
3.
D12.
You just do normal d12 and you add 3.
Alright, so you take 5 less damage as your tough skin prevents some of the attack.
Awesome.
You are not wounded. Alright, that's it for the Ankegs. Scurry.
Alright, let's finish up this basement cleaning. Start moving out these bodies. Move over here. And do the stabby stab with my rapier.
Alright, so as he is grabbing Mia, you run up and attack. 17 wood strike. Doing, let's see, 8,
12 damage.
12 points, and it is very wounded but still up.
Okay, would I have been able to grab my dagger as I run by to it, or?
Yes, you can pick up your dagger because you did run past it.
Alright, and then I'll try and stab him with my dagger as well for my bonus attack.
Yes, 16 would strike as you bring your dagger around with the other hand and stab it right in the face. And it goes down. Anything else?
That's it.
Tal,
Thank
what do
you,
you want to
Fluffy.
do? It's your turn.
Yeah. The usual thing.
You see
Right.
that Zaquine is still down.
I mean, she told me she didn't want help, so
Fair enough. Booming Mace, 17 would strike as you smack him. Actually, you'd have advantage, so you'd roll twice.
or can crit fish. Okay. Let's see. No.
No, but the 17 would strike, doing 5 bludgeoning.
Yeah.
Alright, and if it moves, it will take some more damage. Anything else?
No, that's it.
Alright, Riven, what do you want to do?
Right. What's the coin's health on?
You don't know what her health is, but she is unconscious, meaning that she is dying right now.
Can I disengage and then fly over to her and then cast Spare the Dying?
So you don't have to disengage because you could just move over here and you'd still be in his threat area.
Can I do that then?
Yes. So
Yeah.
you fly over, chant, quickly touching her, casting Spare the Dying. Go ahead and link it.
Do that.
So she is stabilized and no longer bleeding out, but still unconscious. So that was an action. Anything else?
I can't cast the spell, can I, as a bonus?
You can cast a bonus action spell because your main spell is a cantrip, I believe.
Right, okay, then I will study. I'll just Guiding Bolt it again, the one nearest me.
That is an action. You would have to cast a bonus action spell.
Okay, then I will Ray of Frost it. Stop it. Let's try this.
I think Ray of Frost, unfortunately, is also a action to cast it.
Uh,
Right now, you already used your action to cast Spare the Dying, so you
yeah.
only have a bonus action
Then I'll
left.
just then I'll just stay there.
Alright, so you get ready to act again. Zaquine, you are stabilized but unconscious at the moment. Mia, what are you going to do?
So I am going to
You're no longer grabbed as the creature went down.
right. And I still have Colossus on, right? And Hunter's Mark should be able to switch over to, since the other one died, it should switch over to the remaining alive one.
Yeah, I think you can do that as a bonus action, right? Switch your Hunter's Mark.
Yep.
Yeah.
Alright, so using your bonus action, you channel the energies into this new target.
And then I'm going to do an attack with the short sword.
Alright, so you step forward because you're not adjacent to it, so you'd have to move here.
Yeah.
But 26 would crit. So go ahead and move yourself next to the Ankeg and give me a damage roll.
That
That's
was
gonna
D6
fucking
or
kill it.
D8.
Just roll short. Click on short sword.
Yeah.
I did.
No, on the.
Down here, right, yeah.
You deal 26 damage as you just stab it right through, and it basically chitters a bunch, flailing, and falls over dead.
Adds another 2d6 as well.
Oh yeah, because you have it marked. I mean, you can roll it if you want, but it's already dead. Yeah, of course. All right, another 8 damage. Yeah, it's very much stabbed. So Zaquine is stabilized, so the combat can end. Things are quiet as you all sort of look around, getting ready for more to pop up, but luckily none do. So what does the group want to do?
I'd like
Fuck
to
out of here.
step over to Zach and slap her and say, "Wake the fuck up! You're not done working yet."
It would not do anything. She is
God
badly
damn it!
wounded.
Somebody pick her up.
Yeah, that's
And I'm gonna walk over there and pick her up, put her on my shoulders.
I think I'm getting some background noise from someone.
Yeah, that's me. Give me 1 second. But yeah, I'll put her on my shoulders.
Alright, so you grab Zaquine, who luckily is unconscious but not bleeding out. What does the group want to do?
I vote get the fuck out, take a rest, and then maybe come back down later.
Do we have any kind of healing left that we can use, and maybe?
I would really like to save it in case more of them pop up.
Yeah, that's fair. Let's head back up, have a bit of a rest, and then go back down.
Alright, so the only thing is Zaquine cannot benefit from a rest until she actually wakes up, which will be in a random amount of hours. So you're going to head back towards the entrance?
As we're going back, I'm just gonna try to like reach out and pet Scurry's head again.
Alright. Oh, also one thing that you would know, Mia, with your nature and survival is that Ankeg hides are often used to make exotic and even sometimes magical armors.
Oh, okay. So can I see about grabbing some hide?
We can get that later. If more of them pop up, we're dead.
Alright, so you can be having this discussion as you leave, but skinning the Ankegs would probably take you about an hour each, because they are quite large. But yeah, if you get those materials, they can often be sold at marketplaces or, like I said, used to craft specialty armors. Alright, so you step out of here, heading back to the mouth of the cave. There's a boulder rolled in the way.
Hey, wake up.
Alright, so as
Open
you
up.
say open up, the hobgoblins quickly push the boulder aside, and you would re-enter the hobgoblin area. They say, "What happened? Did you find our soldiers?"
Close it, close it, close it.
They quickly push it closed. Well, are they
Well,
down
we'll
there?
have to go down. We'll have to go down for a second round, but
Why are you all
it's looking
burned?
like there's a bunch of bug type creatures there. They're fucking ginormous. I'm pretty
Hobgoblins.
sure that your men are dead, especially considering the state we're in. After the rest, we'll go back down and see if we clear them all out or if there's some left, but we didn't want to take the chance to push our luck now.
Do you have
Hobgoblins
someone who
kind
can heal her?
of. They look at each other and say, "We have medics that can give her a good place to sleep, but we don't have magical healing." I think Orcard might have some potions, but I doubt he'll want to just give those up.
Good. I'm gonna cast Healing Bird on her.
Alright, so you are healed, Zaquine, as you kind of come to, looking around as you're in a new place with everyone kind of looking down at you.
It's about time you woke up.
Are people looking down at me, or am I still on somebody's shoulder?
You're laying on the ground at this point, I believe. Alright, so you're going to try to take a rest.
Did you grab my sword?
Nah, we
Guess
left
not.
it down there, actually.
We'll say they grabbed your sword, it's fine. You would have seen it there. Unless you actually just wanted to leave it down there, but yeah, I would say you grabbed it. So you attempt to do a rest. It's actually pretty safe here, so I'm not even going to roll. Go ahead and spend your hour, which would let you regain hit points if you want to spend hit dice, or any other resources you'd regain in this time. So yeah, you can roll hit dice if you want to use those to gain some health back.
Nice.
Alright, so the hour passes without too much issue. I think your people, Shock and your people are still up in the cave, right? Because you didn't want them
Nope,
to
they're
know.
gone.
Oh, did they, did you send them back?
Nope, we didn't have them. We met up with them at Chaur.
Oh,
Yeah.
right, they're on their way here, sorry. But the
No,
people...
they're on their way back because I sent my owl for them.
Yeah,
Or
you
was
told
it
them...
after?
Yeah, that's right. You told them you were going to head back later. So yeah, they're not coming. And what about the people who were here with you? You still have them in the cave, right?
Nope, we sent them to meet up with Shock.
Okay.
That was after we left here, so I think we retconned that to not have happened.
Yeah,
No, we did that. We did that before we got captured.
No, I think you were going to do that as you were leaving. So would you want to send them without you, or would you want them to wait here?
I think we sent them home.
Okay, so you had sent them home already? Alright, that's fine. So yeah, they had left, going back to Chaur to tell them, that they were freed and that the hobgoblins were taken care of. So anyway, after the hour passes, what does the group want to do?
I'm gonna look at Scurry and Sequoia and see how healthy they are. Like, with
I'm ready to
medicine.
head back out. A little on the tired side, but nothing that can keep me down.
Can I try to pet Scurry's head?
If you move towards
for
him, I
it.
assume... Well, I mean, she's probably not going to sneak up on you.
I'm not gonna sneak. I'm just gonna walk up. I'm just gonna walk up and try.
We'll move away.
Scurry does not seem interested.
You're just so fluffy. I can tell.
Indeed, I am.
I think that you would like it if you tried.
I think that I would like you to stop trying to pet my head.
The hobgoblins kind of chuckle.
I think it could be good for both of us. I would like it. I bet you would like it. Have you ever been pet before? Have you ever had anybody scratch behind your ear? It's really nice.
Well, you can scratch yourself behind your ear then.
I just don't know why you have to be so aggressive about it.
I'm not being aggressive at all. I'm being defensive.
I just want to pet you. What's wrong with that? Just a pet.
Well, it's not happening. Are you ready to head back out? You seem full of energy.
We could. I'd be more inclined to do it if you let me pet your head, but
Yeah,
you'll
let's
do
go
it.
for it.
You'll do it one day. Trust me.
All right. So
I can tell.
are you heading back down into the cave?
Yeah.
All right. So the group gathers their forces together, and they move the boulder, allowing you once again to have access to the area. So go ahead and move yourselves in at the area where the entrance is. You can drag your tokens onto the map there.
Did you heal yourself, babe?
I mean, I hit the hit dice when they said hit the hit dice. Is
So you
Yeah,
can
you could get it.
spend as many hit dice as you want. It doesn't automatically heal you though. So when you spend it,
oh
you have to add it in manually when it rolls.
oh okay. So rolled.
So you healed yourself for 4. Would you want to
Mhm.
use another hit dice or just the first one?
We'll use another one.
All right, because you can use as many as you want. Just remember. Okay, so another 4. Just remember you only gain back half of them on a rest, long rest.
Okay. So that means I get 4 total because I only get half of the 8.
No,
No.
you would get no. That means so you get 8 back, but when you take a long rest, you get back half of your hit dice. So you've used 2.
Oh.
So
Okay.
yeah, so you have 4 total because you have 1 hit die
Mhm.
per level. So when you rest, like a long rest, not a short rest, but like rest for the evening, you would gain
Mhm.
back 2 hit dice.
Okay. So I used the 2. I got 8. I'm at 32. I think that's good enough, right?
All right, yeah, that's fine. However
Sure.
many you want to use. And I only see 3 of you on the map. So yeah, I think Riven and Zaquine, you gotta drag yourselves in over here.
Also, can't see shit, gonna cast dancing lights again.
Okay, you poof out your
Have a nice
dancing
day.
lights. And once
I
again,
will be there as soon as I figure out how to.
figure out what.
I'm supposed to drag myself on somehow.
Yeah, so on the journal, if you go to character info and player characters, you will see Zaquine. You can click and drag click the name and drag it onto the map.
Ah,
Same thing with
okay.
Riven. Yeah, you got it. All right, so you re-enter the tunnels. You see, kind of down a ways, barely in the light, the Ankeg laying there dead. But things seem quiet for the time being, at least. Behind you, the scraping of the boulder as it's rolled back into place. What do you want to do?
All right. Well, let's get going then. See if there's any more of these fuckers.
I hope not.
Alright, so this stone part is actually the wall. So if you're moving along that, you're kind of like climbing on the wall, which you can do, but yeah, it's not actually the floor.
I'm going to.
So yeah, the carcasses still lay here where you left them.
I say we
Mia,
explore the rest of the cave first.
what's your passive perception, Mia? So on your sheet, like near where your skills are, there's something called passive perception. It should be marked there. What number is that? I think she might be muted.
Might be the kid. She's 12.
Oh,
Uh,
sorry, 12. I really thought I sorry. Yeah, 12.
so as you're walking, you notice in front of you the ground seems a little bit off.
Hmm. Off. How? Unstable, higher, lower,
So
different color?
you would guess that it might be unstable as it's kind of cracked and yeah, it looks like it might cave in.
Okay, I'm gonna T post and be like, guys, we don't think we should walk here.
Can I
But
find a
Well,
rock to
But
throw there?
why don't
so
I
may-
just fly it?
maybe Riven could walk here, because he's light. But everyone else,
Or
don't
I
do it.
just fly it over because I have wings?
alright, so Riven goes to fly over as Scurry throws a rock, and indeed, as the rock hits, a hole opens up, falling down into darkness.
I'm not heavy.
I am heavy.
You should say
I
that to the person who had to carry your unconscious body out of this cave.
am I heavy?
No,
Don't lie to her. You were telling me she was heavy.
I mean,
You were saying it was
you're
a
not.
pain in the ass to
I'm
be carrying her
I'm
all the way
I'm
around here because she
I'm
couldn't stay
used to
awake.
hanging out with Riven. Okay, he flies. He's super light. Like I don't. It's just you might want to look into a diet. Is all I'm saying. If you figure something that's important to you, if I mean
I've
it
got.
might make you more agile too.
There's some fairy diets you can do that are wonderful. That are just eating berries, and honest to God, you dropped weight like anything.
Yeah.
Give me a
Riven's really been helping me with my weight. So
I have.
D20 roll.
which one?
Anyone, just give me a D20 roll. 9. All right. You feel a slight tremor again as you're talking to each other.
Everybody, shut up! I think they're coming again.
Can we have a torch again?
I
Yeah.
don't think there's a torch out right now. That torch is gone because it only lasts an hour. So while you took the rest, it would have burned out.
Yeah, I want to ask the party if someone has one left.
I have a
I'll get
torch.
another one. I'll get another one. I've got I had
Oh,
10. Now
All
I've
right.
got
you're
8.
so nice.
So you use a second
I know.
torch, and you said everyone kind of froze and went quiet.
No one make a sound. We're going to
So
die.
is someone going into the hole or just gonna look at it?
Give me stealth checks.
We're going around it.
Going around
I
it?
flew over it. Alright,
Ooh.
so. Oh god. If I click my name.
Scurry's like, wait, what are we doing? Luckily, you all can kind of cover for each other. So the low roll of the group is 12. So yeah, there's some vibrations for a moment, but then they pass. So whatever it was didn't hear you or didn't detect you.
Oh god, I think we're going to die.
Alright, so it's looking like sound draws him out.
I don't know. I like the hole. I think there's opportunities in it.
So
I'm not heavy.
looking this delayed response. Looking down the hole, you don't because you don't have dark vision, right, Mia?
No, I'm just blankly staring down.
All right. So yeah, it goes down into darkness. You can't see anything at the bottom because you can't
I mean,
see into it.
I'm not
Set
flying
my
down
lights
there.
down.
But Riven, if you flew down there, we could see what's down there.
Yes, and if I fly down there, they could come out the sides and eat me.
You're tiny. You just,
Exactly, I'm a snack.
All right.
you'll just
So
you're
Tal,
agile. You can do this. Just a little bit, and then just a little bit more, and then before you know it, you're coming all the way back up to the top, and we'll know the whole hole.
Fine,
You go.
fine. Someone hold the. It's fine. I'll take the torch.
All right, I got the torch. You go
so
down there.
I think Tal
Tal's already
sent,
got a dancing light down there.
yeah, that's what I was about to say. I think Tal is sending his dancing light down, right?
Yeah.
Someone else hold the
Alright.
torch, and I am not going to be speaking because it will scare the living daylights out of me.
All right.
Just
So-
fly
Well,
down and see what you can see.
so if you
I will,
look,
but
or
It's a nice hole.
well, if you
But what I'm
look
gonna do
down, if you look down when the dancing light goes down there, It goes down about 40 feet, and there are rocks at the bottom, but you don't see anything else in this hole. It just looks like a natural cave.
Oh, thank God. Yeah, no, it's fine. There's nothing here except a normal hole in the middle of a cavern.
I just wanted to know. Thanks for checking. You're a solid bro. Thank you.
Left,
I'm
right,
getting
or
off.
center?
Meanwhile, Mia, if you could look and see where the footprints went, that'd be amazing.
Yeah. I could do that. That's smart. Guess
Uh,
that's why you're the leader.
give me a perception check. So you look around and you do find the footprints again. Some made from your group, but others made from the hobgoblins. Give me a survival check as you attempt to decipher the marks of passage. So it looks like the footprints come down into this area and just disappear.
Well, that's as far as we've got. You got any ideas of what to go from here?
As you look
There are three
around,
ideas: left, right, and center.
yeah, as you look around, you would notice there are some signs of blood on the walls and ground in this area, though subtle.
Any signs of blood heading in any specific direction, or just
You would
splattered equally?
guess, Mia, with your knowledge of survival, you would guess that they were pulled underground.
I
Whatever
knew the
attacked them.
hole was good. I knew it. We should. What about that other hole? I just think that there's something down. It seems like down happened. Do you know
You're
what I
welcome to
mean?
jump.
Down happened. Somebody should go down.
I'd
What,
prefer to
down a
stay up if
hole?
we could.
Down a hole which has got nothing at the bottom. It's just rocks at the bottom. It's not
Well, maybe the other
exactly.
hole has something at the bottom.
It did. Tal.
Yeah.
Well,
I
We fell
was
down
And the
on
in
thing
there.
physics
trying
Nothing
to
happened.
eat. Tal.
and tried to eat him. That's why I didn't want to go down it in the first place.
well, maybe we should. It seems like everything went down, and I think that's where we need to go. The
We need
animal.
to
You
come up
follow
to
the
Well,
this.
animal
why don't we just go back, tell him we killed them, and leave?
because
And then
that's
when they come back
lying.
down here, yes, but they're slavers. It doesn't
While
matter.
while they're arguing, I'm gonna grab another rock and try and throw it in a way that it will create quite a bit of noise, like right about there,
We're
like
not gonna make
hitting
any
off the
friends by
walls.
lying.
All right. So the rock kind
They're
of
slavers. Don't worry.
bounces off the wall over here, making some noise. Give me a d20 roll.
Those slavers you're talking about also happen to be our allies at the current moment.
All right. So you
Well, they had me in a cage 24 hours ago.
once again feel a bit of a tremor over here as your rock hits the wall. Uh,
No
but
one
then
make
it
a sound.
but then it goes away a moment later.
I'll throw another one, a bigger
If you
one.
want me to make noise, I can make noise, I think.
What
I'm
kind of
not-
noise can you make?
I'm gonna cast Booming Blade on the wall.
Well, you could, or I could just use like thunderclap and like transport a bit
So
because it's a cantrip.
I don't think Booming Blade could target the wall. I think you have to target a weapon with it, don't you?
No, I mean I
Oh,
do
like
the
smack the
thunder
wall?
thing on my weapon and smack the wall with it.
What wall are you hitting?
The one right next to me.
I am flying the fuck away from that.
Alright, so
There was a reason I was hitting the wall away from us instead of
Yeah.
right next to us, Tal.
so
You wanted noise.
there's a bit of a
Thank you.
thunderous explosion as you smack the wall. Give me a d20 roll.
I'm just like, I'm like, no, not dying.
Alright, there is actually no response to that.
I'm telling you guys, it's not the walls, it's the floors.
Right, shall I just do thunderclap then and try and attract them?
Or
Sure.
like there's three more tunnels we could explore.
Yeah, so does anyone have a 16 or over in perception? You may have noticed something as you were all standing around.
No. Which one? The passive or
No.
the normal perception?
Yeah, passive of 15 or higher.
I just have 11.
Okay. But yes, there are 3 other tunnels here. One going south, one going east, and one going west.
Can we tell if any of them have like a downgrade at all, or do they
Like a,
seem pretty?
you mean like a slope?
Yeah, like it's going down.
So you're examining the area. Give me a survival check.
Okay.
Yes, so the eastern tunnel, this one over here, has a slight slope in it, whereas the others actually have a slight incline. Oh, hang on. So as you walk there, you would notice immediately to the north and south of you, 2 runes light up and begin glowing.
I don't know what the glowing things are, but this goes down, and I think we should take it.
Don't go and let me check the glowing runes
All right,
before
check them.
we all die.
I'd like to investigate them too
So
for any traps.
Arcana might tell you something about these. Do you have Arcana?
Coming. Yeah, I've got it.
Oh,
Do
all
that.
right. So you definitely recognize this magic. It's often spells are sometimes channeled through runes, such as these, like the spell Explosive Ruins. Do you have history?
Yeah, I'll roll that as well. That. Ooh.
Well, do you have it trained?
Yeah, it's ticked. The
Okay.
blue.
So you remember reading somewhere that in ancient times, from the 12th cycle, which was basically like 1,000 or so years ago, maybe longer, there were these people known as rune masters that lived within the Dwarven Empire, and this looks a lot like the type of magic they would use. You would guess that these are glowing as a warning, so that whoever is here doesn't go forward, or else they might trigger.
Do I know what trap it is through the Arcana one or no? Like what it's going to cause if you cross it?
You would guess something bad.
Yeah, don't go that way. You'll die.
An explosion, some kind of transformation magic could turn you to stone. I mean, there's a bunch of different magics that this could be.
Yeah, no, don't go that way. You're going to die.
Alright, well, how do we go about this mental in it then?
I don't know. I know what it is. I don't know how to get around it.
I mean, you're the one. How do I peel this off the wall without it exploding in my face?
So,
But how do you know that we'll die?
Because I know the runes. The runes were used by dwarves, and it's a trap because they want to keep something or protect something or stop someone. Because it's in a
Go through
book.
it.
Well,
Sorry,
you know
what?
better than me.
so does anyone have Ritual Caster?
Yeah.
So
I think
you,
so.
Looking at these ruins,
Yeah.
Not the beat, but I'm a wizard, which is a ritual caster. I don't know if that counts.
I've got ritual caster as well.
Yeah, you don't have to have the feat as long as you actually can ritual cast. So looking at these ruins, you think that there is a ritual you could use to disable them, but it would cost you at least 100 gold pieces worth of components, which I don't know if you have. For you, it would be religious components since you're a religious ritual caster. In Riven, you would need arcane components.
I think I could use arcane as well.
Oh, okay, yeah.
think
So
I
if
could
you
do-
have a wizard, then yeah, you could use arcane as well.
Yeah, but doesn't matter.
Regardless, I don't think we've got that much money.
No.
Alright, new plan.
Can someone revive me if I go through there?
I can go through there.
You're the healer. Mia seems to be able to handle a punch.
I mean,
can
I
go
Would you like to
wherever.
go
You
through
want me
and
to
see what the
defend?
runes do?
If it's
Yeah.
elemental damage, I could absorb some of it.
Alright, I'm gonna step back. In your own time, go through, see what happens.
No, who's going through? I mean, I'm down.
Yeah, I'm assuming.
Okay.
Alright, Mia stepped through. So as Mia steps through, the rune triggers, and there is an explosion of fire. Everyone within 20 feet, which I think is everyone, needs
I got
to
behind
give
the
me...
wall!
Sure, I'll give you an advantage on your dex save, Scurry, because you're kind of behind the wall. But this whole area is engulfed in fire for 20 feet.
Well, that's not really a
I'm
punch.
not blessed, so it's 3.
Anybody have some water?
So that's 2 dex saves. I need one for. Okay, so Riven made it. Zaquine made it. So, hang on a
When do I
sec.
have declare absorb elements?
You would declare it now if you're using it.
Okay, I'm using it.
Alright, so as a reaction, you're like, oh god, as fire comes towards you, you quickly use your reaction to cast Absorb Elements, so you'll take half damage. Well, it's not the best roll.
Wait,
So,
I think I have absorb elements. Wait, let me check.
okay.
Oh man, I switched
Oh, no.
out
Alright,
the animals.
No,
Nope.
that.
so if you made the saving throw, you take 5. If you failed it, you take 10. And that's fire damage. Unfortunately, this rune down here is also going to go off. So I need another dex save from both, from the 4 of you. And this is also fire damage.
I'm resistant to fire, so how much do I take? 2?
If you made the save, then yeah, you take half of half, which would be 2.
Okay.
So from the second explosion, you would take 9 if you failed it, and 4 if you made it. And Tal, you still have absorb elements, so that would half it again.
Is this from the same save, or do we need to make another one?
You have to make a second save because it's 2 different sources.
Wow. I'm Nick.
So how many hit points?
So looks like Zaquine, you failed the second one, so you would take 9, but you half it, so you take 4. Like how much damage total?
Like, yeah, how much damage total is it gonna pull?
So the first explosion was 10, or half if you made your saving throw.
And what was our saving need to be at?
It was 14.
Okay, so I take.
So you would take 10 from the first, and then 4 from the second, so 14 total from the fire. So yeah, these 2 runes explode, sending fire everywhere, though they don't seem to be glowing anymore after that.
That sucked.
Like, do
Can
you
I
think I might
cast-
recharge?
Wait, why is this not working? What's going on? Hang
Can
on.
I cast Cure Wounds on myself?
Yeah, but hang on a moment. Let me see what's
Okay.
going on here. Okay, there we go. So this one and this one have defused. Yeah, you can cast Cure Wounds if you want.
Good thing we only sent 1 through there.
Is there
unfortunately.
anybody close enough to me that I can touch? Because I can cure myself and one other person.
Yep, touch me. Because I'm on 13.
Yeah, Riven's looking a little scorched from that explosion.
I am too.
Level 2.
Scorch my outfit.
And how do I do it so it goes on him too? It says I can cast on 2, but
Where does it say that?
Under Cure Wounds. Oh, dang. I accidentally clicked the wrong- Yeah. Oh, hold on. I've got a kid, but yeah, no.
I think it's just one person, but you can use it multiple times. So you would cure yourself for 10 points. You cast at level 2.
Okay. I'm sorry. I have to relocate my child.
All right, so you would gain 10, and you were. I think she's. Well. All right, so yeah, she had to step away for a moment. What does the group want to do?
Well, I guess we're heading further in. Usually behind badass fire runes, there's some kind of treasure, right?
Oh, hang on, Scurry. As you step there, you can step forward one, but as you step into that square there, a rune would light up here. Oh, actually, never mind. The rune does not light up. I'm sorry. You can continue going.
I'm not sure if I want to. Do I know the runes there?
No, but it doesn't seem to be triggered by you.
Okay, so I don't know it's there. In that case, just continue as normal, I guess.
Okay. Scurry. Alright, actually, as Tal steps there, though, the rune would light up. And Scurry, what's your passive perception?
My passive. It doesn't. That's 12.
12, alright. So you think you see something down this hallway, over here in the darkness.
Wait, I have 120 feet on my dancing light, so I should be able to send it to...
So, as the light gets over there, Scurry, you see what looks like some kind of obsidian box laying against the back corner of the tunnel.
Alright, that looks like loot to me.
I need a death save. What the?
Fortunately, I'm good at those.
So, as the ground suddenly gives way in front of you, yes, you manage to grab onto the side here, so you're kind of hanging on, scraping as you are being pulled into the pit. I need an athletics check to climb out.
Would I be able to get over there and help him?
Well, there's a rune lit up here.
I don't care. Would I be able to get over there and help him?
If you
I'll
go
do it.
past the rune, but you know,
Riven eats himself out of there.
Riven's like, whoop,
I'm
he
gonna
just
go help
flies backwards.
I can't take
So,
another hit.
alright,
That's
as
not mine.
Zequine runs past the rune, there is another explosion of fire. Luckily, Scurry is not in it, but the other three, I need deck saves. As flames once again billow forth from the rune. Alright, so Mia made it, Zequine made it, and Tal. Oof, Tal did not.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast Absorb Elements again.
Oh god! So you absorb elements, taking 6, and the other 2 take 6 as well, which Zequine, I think you take 3, because you're resistant to fire. But you run over. Scurry is slipping. Zequine and Mia both rush up to him, so both of you give me athletics checks to see if you can grab him. Oh yeah, so as Scurry is slipping, Zequine kind of slides in and grabs him, quickly pulling him out.
Mia did.
While they're doing
Was it
that,
2 in
I'll-
athletics?
Or sorry, not Zequine, Mia. Mia would...
Sequine slips in. I thought you were going to say that.
No, Zequine just sort of pulls, but she is not doing too well. Luckily, Mia is there to yank Scurry out.
Alright,
While
how
they're doing
about when
that,
runes
I'll play
light
a-
up, you guys stop moving?
That's
Or
what
run
I
away.
did!
Hey, I just came over to save you because you fell in a hole.
I
You
don't
should've
like
took that
my
chance.
party members getting scorched. I do appreciate the help, though.
You should have took the chance to pet him while he was in the hole.
I thought about it, but I was gonna
true.
ask.
That was a
can
once
I
in a
pet
lifetime.
you? I saved your life, man. I feel like one pet, maybe. Come back. Come here. Come here. Let me
I
give
hand
you
you
one
the
pet.
chest. I will
Come
give him a
here.
chest.
Alright, so you walk over to this obsidian box, which seems like it is just some kind of square thing. You don't see any latches or any type of thing that would usually be on a chest. You don't have history or arcana, do you?
No, I
Hang
don't.
on, do not touch that thing. I'll come and have a look.
Alright,
Yeah.
so the fairy excitedly flies over towards the box. Give
Don't
me
touch it, 'cause if you touch it, or die.
I mean, I've also had enough of these shitty exploding runes. I'm gonna sit down and cast Detect Magic.
As a ritual or as a spell?
It's a ritual.
Alright, so you begin casting Detect Magic.
Arcana is 17 and history.
So
22. Yay!
you recognize these boxes actually. Again, from the Dwarven Empire, the Rune Masters would create something called puzzle boxes that only they knew how to open. Usually it involves solving some sort of puzzle that would be activated when the top of the chest was touched. But the bad thing was if you didn't know how to solve it, because like if you weren't a rune master and couldn't figure it out, it would usually either explode or something would happen that would destroy the chest.
So, in a nutshell, the box is treasure, but unless you know the code, we ain't getting it out.
Alright, where are we getting the code?
From a dead people. Or a rune master. Does anyone know one?
So it's supposed to be a puzzle, so even non-rune masters could possibly figure it out if they were versed in the ways of Arcana. So there is a chance.
Right.
Well, you've never done one of these before, but from what you read, it is possible for those trained in Arcana.
Right. I will try. I'll do an Arcana check to see if I'm brave enough to try it.
And also, you think that multiple people can work together.
Right. So that's my Arcana's 18. Oh god. Anyone want to help?
I don't know anything about this little weird black box.
Wait, wizard boy, do you want to help?
Tal's in the middle of
I'm
casting his
afraid
ritual.
I don't
Alright,
have
cool.
enough knowledge about that.
Okay.
I can try, but it's not gonna do anything. I'm more of a pow pow type of person.
I know. If we needed to break into a door, you're the one I'd ask, but...
Well,
I'm
I catch on
definitely
pretty
down
quick.
for that.
I'm not too well versed in Arcana, but I can try and see if I spot any patterns or something and try and help you out.
I don't know, would that work?
I mean, it's harder if you're not trained in Arcana, but he could try. You've never activated one of these, so you're not fully sure what's going to happen.
Does it look like it's trapped? So we could maybe take it away and look at it and do it later somewhere else.
So it looks like there is a pattern on the top, and you're guessing pressing on the pattern will start the puzzle.
So we could just take it away and I can
Yes.
do it somewhere else.
Exactly. Yeah,
Alright,
you
pick it
can
up, we'll
move
take
it.
it. Pick it up, we'll take it. I'll do it somewhere else when I feel more confident.
Alright, so the box probably weighs about 20 pounds. It's pretty hefty. Who's carrying it?
Can't we just open it here?
Mallow
I can-
technically with us?
Yeah, I guess he's in the background.
And we'll just put it in bag of holding.
Alright, so, well, Scurry, you said you were saying something. Can't we open it here?
Can we open it now? Well, actually, if it's in a bag of holding, that's fine. I just don't want to come out with a ancient box in our hands in case the hobgoblins would try and, take it from us. But if it's in the bag of holding, that's fine, I guess.
Yeah, you never actually agreed on keeping the treasure down here. You assume they would let you, because, you're helping them out, but that was not mentioned in any of the agreements. Okay, so you put the ancient magical rune master box. Yeah?
Do I know that it's dangerous to put extra dimensional spaces inside of each other? And
Oh, well, this,
do I think this could be one?
You don't know if this is an extra dimensional space. You think it's just a, well, from what he said, it sounds like you just need to do some magical puzzle if you're not a rune master to get this open.
Okay.
So, as far as you know, the chest isn't an extra dimensional space.
As far as I know.
Alright, so he puts the chest in there. And, yeah, nothing happens. It's in your bag.
Right. Fly away. And then here.
Alright, let's see if we can find more where there's puzzle boxes while staying away from the glowing runes.
Yes, definitely.
Right. That's what we're
Can
doing.
I suggest I go through the glowing runes? I seem to be a little less flammable than you guys are.
I'd like to suggest we wait for Tal to finish his spell first.
Yeah, Tal
I'm
seems to
just
be
stopping.
doing some sort of ritual. So
But dancing lights would go away because it's concentration.
yeah, so go ahead and poof away your dancing
How
lights.
do I do that?
You can just highlight them and click delete.
Where is delete?
Just on your keyboard, there's a delete key.
Okay. Doesn't. Oh, okay.
So yeah, you get detect magic going.
So we had a torch, though, right?
Yeah. I think is that one? Maybe. I'll come back.
I think that is a dancing light. You guys may have deleted the torch by accident, so just go ahead and pull out another torch.
Okay. Torch.
Yeah, that's definitely a torch. Alright, so what do you want to do? Tal, you can now detect magic. That puzzle box is indeed magical, and you see another magical signature coming from within. So there's probably something magical in the puzzle box.
Okay. I mean, that was to be expected. I'm more on the lookout for those runes.
Gotcha.
Are there any ahead of us? I don't want to die.
I mean, I still need light, though, I assume.
You don't see anything lighting up as you're moving through. Oh, hang on. Da-da-da. Deck save. What the?
Oh, where is it? There.
Not again! Alright, so you fall into another hole. This one is luckily not as deep, only 30 feet.
That's how deep the other one was.
Well, the other one, no,
You
the
are
first one
really
was
good
30.
at falling into holes.
So you smack into the ground, taking 11 points of damage. Oh, that's all that you have. Ugh.
God, I'm down.
Alright, so he's laying motionless at the bottom of the hole. What are you all gonna do?
I shall lie down and cast Spare the Dying, which helps a little, I suppose.
Alright, so you fly down and give him a quick pat with your magic. And yeah, he is no longer dying, but he is unconscious at the bottom of a hole.
Which I can't do anything about. Does someone who's bigger want to come down and help? Because I can't fly him out. Or get me a rope and I'll tie it round his waist.
Can somebody use healing magic?
I mean, I have cure wounds, but I have to touch him.
Hey, Firefly, come here.
Yeah.
Coming. You got too excited when she told me that. I don't like it. Alright, fly up.
It's just the best thing ever.
Alright,
Zaquine will hand him a potion of healing for Tal.
alright, so you give Riven a potion.
Fly down. Pour the potion into his mouth.
Alright, so you hold
Drink up.
his face steady while you give him the potion, and go ahead and roll 2d4 plus 2. Riven. Or Tal. Either way, so Tal, you kind of groan a bit as you rub your face. Your vision kind of comes back into view, and you see Riven kind of sitting over you, looking around at the walls, worried.
No, I'm not your guardian angel, but I'm the closest thing you'll get.
I think I'm starting to dislike this place.
Are
I
you
don't
done
think-
falling down holes?
No, I'm not.
Did you have a
Can you
nice
help
trip?
me out?
Do you want
Not the
out
falling.
or do you want to stay in the hole?
Why would you want to stay in the hole, Malo
I
says?
don't know. It's your
It's-
decision. You seem to
It's
keep
safer than
abandoning
getting.
them.
It's safer than getting burnt up there.
That's true.
You-
It is safe down here.
It's 30 feet. The fire wouldn't hit me.
At least until
You just
something
fall
comes
in the
along to
hole.
eat you.
Can I just try to climb out?
Now,
Do you
That's a
want
good
a
point.
rope or do you want to stay in the hole?
So it would be really hard without a rope because of how kind of sides are falling apart a little.
I do have a rope.
Do you want
Do
to
you
throw
really
it
need me
down?
to answer that?
I have a
I'm flying
headset
out.
rope.
All right, so you throw him the rope. Give me an athletics check to try to get out. And unfortunately,
I'm flying
you are exhausted because you fell unconscious, so you're at
So-
disadvantage.
Okay. So let's roll once. I mean, 7 is probably a failure already. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Torch. Torch there. Fly over there.
You know what?
They're
I
flying
forgot
up,
about the
right?
disadvantage.
Could he just tie the rope around his waist and me just yank him out like a yo-yo?
yeah. So if you're doing that, then you would make the athletics check.
Okay.
Ooh, all
Oh
right.
my god.
So you're struggling a bit. Ugh, you're heavy with all your armor. Go
Do you
ahead.
Oh
need
my.
it?
Go ahead and make another
Shall
check.
I get
I'm
Okay. So, well, Tal would get a 6, but on the second attempt, you are able to hoist him out. Ugh. And he is back up here again.
Last chance. If you want to go back in the hole, tell me now.
not even gonna answer. Do we
All
have our
right.
loot? Can we get the fuck out of here?
I'm gonna go look for some more boxes.
Do you want to take the torch?
I'd figured you'd fly around lighting
Well, I'm
stuff
trying to
up.
avoid burning to death.
Well, as long as you stand still when the runes light up, you're fine.
Fair point.
So you slowly move through this area.
I am checking the ground regularly
Yeah.
for bitfall
Oh,
traps
hang
at
on,
this stage.
Zaquan. As you get to here, a oh, a a rune would light up on the wall down here as you attempt to cross. Although Riven and Scurry didn't seem to trigger it. Riven, you're flying, right?
Yep.
Okay, just checking.
Yep. And I am flying very far ahead. Nope. I'm not dying. I'm a
Riven,
coward in danger.
what is your passive perception?
11.
All right, and Scurry, you're at a 12, but you're wounded, so
Yeah.
you're kind of woozy. So, Riven, you would notice that the dirt in here, as you get into this area, looks like it's been moved around a lot recently.
Oh god, I think they're ahead of us. I think we're about to walk into their nest or find a lot of dead bodies. Either one's not very good.
See, here's the thing. I see another chest.
Right. How about you stay here and don't fall down a hole? I'll fly over and see.
Sounds like a plan. We've got a loot retrieval pixie or flying thing.
All right, Riven, are you trying to stealth as you fly?
Yeah.
Or
Now
you-
you've asked me that, yes.
Uh,
Now you've asked me that, yeah?
yeah, just if you're going in quietly, go ahead and give me a stealth check.
Okay. This will be very bad. Right, let's try this.
Does me moving over here make it stop glowing?
Yes, that would make it no longer glow if you move back 5 feet. So it
Well,
might be.
I will.
Well, actually, when you move here, though, it would start glowing again. It seems like it's detecting in a line. So once you got here, it would start glowing again.
So my stealth's 20, so
I'll go ahead and move again.
Alright, so there is an explosion behind you guys as you're moving through. Zaquine, give me a dex save with advantage, because you're kind of at the edge of it.
At this point, Zach, we're just gonna leave you unconscious and you can find your own way out of the cave. How many fucking traps are you gonna trigger?
Alright, so Zach kind of rolls forward. There's a bit of a rumbling from the explosion. And Riven, as you get to this point, you could swear you hear something snoring.
oh god. Nobody move. There's something asleep ahead or around. And I don't want to be its dinner. Right.
Don't worry about that. Just grab the chest and get out of there.
Okay. Fly ahead.
Why are we whispering?
Shut up! I don't want to be eaten.
Oh,
Right.
So as you
Do I have
fly
to
up
do
to
it?
the chest, you would notice something which you thought was a rock at first, asleep next to it. It looks like a large maud creature of some sort, but it doesn't seem to notice you yet.
Right. Is it lying on the chest, around the chest, or just next to it?
It is laying next to it. Let me get you a picture. So it would look like this.
not fluffy.
It's a Pokemon.
It's a poke. It's
Right.
what is that called? What's the Earth one?
It's
Whatever.
a belay.
It's a Belay. I choose you. Riven, do you have knowledge nature?
Uh, no.
Okay. So this thing looks very big and very mean. It is a huge maw that could probably just snap onto you. But it seems like at the moment it's just kind of blending in with the rocks and snoring.
Right. So, how close is it to the chest, and how close am I?
It is next to the chest, same as you. So it's adjacent. You could probably pick up the chest, but you would be in danger of making noise. You
So
would have to
I
make
am
a stealth check.
right. I will.
And this might be a good time to mention that when you start the game, you have one inspiration point. You can spend it on any roll you want to gain advantage on that roll, but once it's spent, it's gone.
Which
Can I
way is its head
also
face?
guidance him?
Can you guidance him from back here?
I don't know. What's the range?
I thought it was touch.
Oh, it's touch. Fuck. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
you could walk over there, but
No. I don't think so.
so yeah, what do you want to do, Riven? This looks dangerous.
Uh, right. Here's the thing. I've got thunderclap, which can make a very loud noise from 100 feet away, which I could do behind me where you all are, and he'll run after it.
Into your group.
Yeah, that's the problem. That's the problem. Go that way, but I get the chest and fly back. So
Also,
All right.
you're pretty sure if you use thunderclap, he would probably open his eyes and just see you.
yeah, but he'd look the other way, hopefully, because he'd look for the
How
noise.
about this? Option number one, I sneak over there. I'm quite sneaky. Grab the chest and fucking book it. Two,
Yep.
I go over there and I fucking stab him.
You are at disadvantage right now, though. Remember, because of the exhaustion.
That's true.
Can I touch him and use cure wounds on him to help? Please.
No, the exhaustion can only be healed from a night's rest. It's if you get knocked down, you would get an exhaustion level.
Are we
I'm
going
still
to
quite
book it? No,
sneaky.
are we going to book it no matter what happens if we get this chest?
If we can book it with the chest, that's ultimate victory.
Is the
So
chest going to weigh me down if I fly?
So what's your strength?
My strength is it's -1, so it's 9.
So with a 9 strength, you can carry up to 15 times your strength, I believe. So I think that's like 135 pounds. So depending on how much you're carrying already and how much the chest weighed, that would determine if you're encumbered, which would half your speed.
How do you work? So what I'm carrying now is 65.5 already.
Yeah, so as long as the chest wasn't like 80 pounds, you'd be okay.
Okay. So how about this? I just grab it and fly backwards.
That would require a stealth check.
Oh, sorry, we'll do it.
Do you want to use your inspiration point?
Yeah, where's the inspiration point on this thing?
So it isn't there naturally because it's a house rule of mine, but you always start with 1, and you can spend it,
Okay.
which would give you inspiration on your stealth check.
Okay, so how would I go about doing that?
So you roll a stealth check with inspiration. So you'd roll 2 dice and take the higher.
Okay, so it's just basically click advantage
Advantage.
then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can
Okay.
click
Cool.
on advantage.
I got 12.
Well, let's see. So you move the chest, and there's a bit of a scratching noise. The boulet would stir a bit, but it does not wake up.
Right. So I'm holding it now. So
Yeah, you're very
I'm just flying
carefully
backwards.
holding it. You start flying backwards. Give me another stealth check,
Right.
because I'm a jerk. Alright, no, it does not see or hear you, seemingly, and you are able to fly back with the chest in tow.
Right. That's it. Let's go.
I'm really starting to like you, little guy.
Ah, can I pet you?
Certainly.
You know
Can
what?
I
Sure.
pet you? No. All right. I go and scratch behind his ears with
That
both
is
hands
messed
behind both ears.
up. I saved your life. It's a
He got
stupid
me
chest.
loot. Priorities, lass. Priorities.
I can't. I saved your life isn't a priority.
So as
I'm
you,
just saying.
Is it
You
fine?
wouldn't even be alive.
so Nalo is going to slip the chest into the bag. Is that the plan?
Yes.
Yeah.
Put the chest in the bag.
All right. So you put the
And let's
chest
leave.
in the bag as you slowly start to move away.
Hang on, wait. There was one of these things that we set off, and one of the ones that we didn't set up on the rune. Which one was it?
No,
Set them all off.
Zach set it off, regardless.
Okay.
Yeah, this one has been set off.
Alright, now, based on the outline of this cave so far, it would stand to reason that there is going to be another rune to the south as well as another chest. So I suggest I take my loot ferry and we go retrieve the chest and get the fuck out of there.
Your loot fit. You know, Riven was my friend.
I can be more than one people's friend. Don't worry. I've got enough friends to go around.
I know. I'm just a little upset because you gotta pet him. You know, it's
Guidance
Just-
ribbon before he moves away.
All right, so Riven, you have guidance.
Thank you. Right. Okay. If we run into one of those big lizards, I am not risking my life to do that again. Because
That's fair, I'll take the next one.
Right.
All
Okay.
right, so Scurry is moving south.
So,
This
was there
one,
anything in that?
this seems to just dead
Okay.
end. You don't see anything in here.
Okay. And that way.
this is the hole that goes down, isn't it?
Hang on, Mia. As you step there, 2 runes light up.
Dang it!
Oh fuck.
I'm
I
going
want
away.
more fire.
Tal immediately runs back. Ah!
Riven, save yourself.
Would you want me to go through there?
Did Riven just jump in the hole?
I flew down the hole. I told you that's what
It's like, more runes. Alright.
I'm fragile.
Yeah, they light up, but obviously, yeah, they have not gone off. Unless you're going to move
Right,
forward.
okay.
Would you rather
Someone
I
else?
go through there?
Yes, yes, yes. If you want me to go find treasure, yes, someone else will have to set it up. I'm
Well,
not a brave fairy.
You would have noticed, Riven, that the last rune you flew past didn't seem to activate from you. So Scurry and you aren't activating these for some reason.
Okay, so how about everybody else stays there and me and Scurry go and have a look?
Nalo says, maybe the dwarves were racist.
I was thinking so too.
They don't like
Well,
Goliaths.
then if you guys are going down over there, I'm gonna start walking around this way.
Right, so keep going. I've got no idea where he's gone. There you are. Right, okay. Very delicately. Do
Alright.
not die.
So you move south, and yeah, there seems to be more tunnels heading farther south of here.
Right. So which way are we going now?
Oh, and actually, sorry, something weird is happening with the dynamic lighting. What's going on here?
I'm also doing dancing lights again.
How do I put it? Like, because I have 10 torches, so can I grab a torch?
Yeah, so you can use a torch, you just minus a torch, then you could pull one out and it lasts for an hour.
Okay.
You just have to make sure you subtract it in your inventory.
9. And where do I grab the torch on the actual board?
So, well, it's under resources. It's same as how you pulled your token onto the board. Under
Oh,
resources,
okay.
there's something called a torch.
Resources.
You just click and drag it onto the map.
Okay.
Is there dancing lights down here, or are there a bunch of torches? What's going on?
One, I put out dancing lights again.
Oh, okay. So, okay, that makes
Wait,
sense
what?
then. So yeah, you come down this way, and you see a passage going to the east and one going west. Scurry.
Alright, which way would you like to look first, Riven?
You pick. I'm not picky. We do
Alright,
eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
It's already up there then.
sure.
There.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. We're going
Alright.
right. Alright, let's be very careful.
Right for our characters is left, by the way.
Oh, yeah, you know. I was looking the other way because I was looking at you facing. Oh, wait, no, I'm good.
Alright, so it
Terrified.
looks like at the edge of the cave here, there's some kind of passageway that looks like it's partially caved in. Though you can see that it goes in about 30 feet and enters into some sort of new area that's actually carved out. It's not a cave, it's like a dungeon. Unfortunately, the cave-in prevents passage.
Well, I definitely want to check that out, but I say we explore the other path first and retrieve our companions before then. I'm sure that Zack will be suicidal enough to walk through his fire runes for some reason. She seems like a bit of a masochist, to be honest.
And I will.
You have noticed that she seems to take less damage from the fire runes, at least.
Well, someone's got to walk through it. It's not going to be me.
True.
Move that. Move that. Move.
Alright, so as you enter this area, you have your torch with you, right?
Yeah.
You would notice over here, kind of as the light edges out, there is a large pile of what appears like earth or maybe clay just laying there.
Oh god.
I would like to throw a rock at it.
You do that. I'm dropping the torch and flying back a bit.
Alright, rock just bounces off it. Nothing seems to happen.
Well, you stay here. I will fly ahead and see if I can figure out what's there. Because hopefully it won't
Alright.
fall. Right, torch forward, me fly forward.
Alright, so against the back wall here, you see two more of those strange obsidian boxes.
Right. Oh god, I won't know if I see anything yet. Right, fly ahead a bit more. Is there anything asleep?
You don't see anything.
Right. Torch forward. I fly forward. Keep flying. Right, I'm stopping
Look,
there.
fairy.
So,
Look, fairy.
as you get close to the chests, you see the clay start to move.
Yep, no, I'm done. Bye.
And a large, you just fly out. The clay creature stands up, looks over at you, but doesn't seem to do anything.
Is that before or after I flew away?
It was after, because you flew away as it started moving. But it doesn't
Right,
seem
okay.
hostile, at least not yet.
I'm going to fly forward very slowly
Alright,
and see what it does.
so, at first it's just looking south, and let me see if I can get a picture of this for you.
It's looking south, so it's not looking at me?
It's not looking at anyone right now, but Riven, as you get closer, it does turn its head towards you. Like it's watching you as you approach the chests.
Right.
Uh,
I'm gonna see if I can get. Right. Put the torch there. Leave the torch there.
Are
Actually,
you
no.
so wait, are you just throwing the torch around? Like how are you getting it ahead of you?
I can't carry it. It won't let me carry it with me, so I'm kind of moving the torch and moving myself. So it'd
Oh,
be like
well,
moving
you
it.
can click and drag to highlight both you and the torch, then you'll move them both at once. You know, like in a
Yeah,
strategy
yeah, yeah.
RPG.
Okay, cool. Okay, got it. What I've
Like
been doing. Right. So I'm gonna move
here,
very slowly.
let me give you a picture of this thing
Go
because you
on,
have
scare me
not
to death.
seen it before. So this is what it looks like. A
Yep, that
large
scares me to death.
clay creature. But
Okay.
yes, now that you got closer to the chest, it does look over at you as you approach
Would
them.
I be able to make an Arcana check to know like if it's like a guardian or if it's just natural or if
Uh,
it's like
yeah, sure. Give me an Arcana check.
okay.
So you know that it's a golem. You don't know anything about it. You know that generally, because you are trained in Arcana, right?
Yeah.
So you know generally golems are given commands and then they just follow them. So this golem is probably here to follow some command its creator gave it, possibly thousands of years ago.
Right. Right. Here's the thing. We've got a choice. Either I can try and grab one of them, because you're not going to be able to surprise and kill this thing. I can try and grab one of the chests and fly as fast as I can before it gets me, but at the rate it's following me, it'll know if I'm trying to get one.
Yeah, you do
Or
know
do we want to
also
leave?
that golems are very powerful, so they're dangerous.
Yeah, so are you okay leaving too?
no. We're either taking it out or we're taking the chest.
Okay.
But I suggest we get the rest of the group before we
Yeah,
engage
no,
it.
because otherwise we're picking one and running like hell.
I can run very quick, but I'm
I can fly
not so
very
sure
quick.
you can, and I don't think I'd be able to get both.
I can fly it. I think it's 30. It's my walking speed now. Just gotta check.
I can travel 120 feet in one turn.
Yeah, no, that's probably faster than me.
But I can't
So,
grab two chests and run at the same time.
Yeah,
yeah, no, let's get
that would
everybody
Too
be
else.
many things to
difficult.
do.
Let's get everybody else. Bye. Bye, Gollum. See you in a bit.
All right, as you leave, it just starts looking south again.
Come on.
Alright,
Oh,
let's get the rest of the party past those runes, and
let's
then
let the masochist
get party
find
in. Wait,
myself.
wait, wait! Get back, get back! They're burning. Zach is suicidal. Remember.
Yeah, well, they don't
Zach's
bother with us because we walked past them and they didn't care, so we could probably walk through
I
it and it
know,
would have
but if
fine.
Zach moves past them, they still explode.
Actually, that might be a clever idea. If the clay golem followed us and we ran straight through that, it'd set it off, right? And they'd die.
Well, I'm assuming that the thing that lives here also doesn't trigger it if we don't.
Why? Because it doesn't wander around. It's just rock.
I
well,
could
Well, it
make it
seems to only
trigger
be triggering.
regardless.
you would probably guess that whoever trapped this place and left the golem probably didn't make it so the golem would trigger his traps.
Oh, all right.
I
That was
would,
just an idea. It was hopeful.
yeah, it wasn't a bad idea, but yeah, I mean, unless the wizard was an idiot and just like whatever, golems trigger my
Wizards can
traps.
be idiots.
True, anyone could be an idiot.
Alright, how about Zach? You seem pretty eager to trigger these runes. How about Mia steps back a little bit and we trigger these runes and you guys come fight this golem with us?
So
I'm moving as far back as I can.
So you will note that Zack looks wounded at the current time. She's kind of scorched from all the runes that have been blowing up on her.
She can get back up.
I'm not eager to go through them. I just know I have a better chance of getting through them than you guys do.
What are the odds this chest is gone tomorrow?
It won't be gone tomorrow. It'll be there. It hasn't been gone at all. No
The
one's took
golem,
anything.
the golem
what's
just
the rush?
retires and leaves. Yeah. No, you could probably come back tomorrow, unless like the hobgoblins try to sneak down here, but they would have to fight the golem. It seems unlikely.
Yeah, that's fair. Alright, well, let's take a rest then. Take a long rest, get rid of this exhaustion, and then come back. Runs past these ruins, by the way, to get out of Zach's range.
Uh,
Can't we just sleep here? Why do we have to
uh,
leave?
so Scurry, as you are coming back up the tunnel here, there is another hole, unfortunately.
I was walking at the edges of it.
All right, so if you're going at the edges, I'll give you a dex save at advantage. As you slip a little as you're walking past, and yeah, you're fine. So it caves in, but you kind of go, oh, and continue onward.
Oh, that hole almost got you.
I'm
I saw
fine.
that.
All right, so you all heading out? Is that the plan?
Yeah.
All right, so if you're heading out, I'm not going to make you walk back to the entrance. I'll just say you go over that way. So we'll just delete your tokens for now.
Bye,
All right, so yeah, you head back, carefully moving past, and go outside, taking a long, or going back out. The hobgoblins let you out. Where are you taking your long rest?
Last hobgoblins, they've got somewhere to where you can sleep a little bit more comfortably, possibly.
Yeah, so they are a little bit nervous because of all the murder you did to their group, but he speaks with Orcard, and Orcard says, yes, you can stay in one of our encampments.
They don't know about all the murder we did.
They just know troops have been missing.
Oh,
but
that's right.
I did tell them how many troops we killed, more or less, in the letter I sent to Orcard. So
Yeah.
No, they don't know we did that.
Well,
we are a mercenary group Orcard
Yeah,
brought
Orcard,
in.
yeah, I forgot about that. So Orcard did a little bit of a staged death of your group using some slaves. So actually, the Iron Tide does think your group is dead. They think you are these new mercenaries that came in, hired by the Iron Tide to help them. That was last game.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So the actual Iron Tide foot soldiers don't know it's you all. It's just Orcard and Erdul, and maybe some of his generals who know. So yeah, they wouldn't be worried. They would just say, "Oh yeah, we can show you to some sleeping quarters," and they bring you to some tents, probably over here by Orcard's chambers. So you're bunking down for the evening, which it was getting pretty late. So, is anyone taking watch, or are you just gonna all go to sleep?
I was going to sleep.
All right.
Well, make
I'm
sure
going to want to go try to talk to Urdul.
All right.
I'm having a lot of rest. I need to.
All right. So.
before I go to sleep, can I talk to Raven?
Sorry, what did you say? I didn't hear you.
Can I just be like, I like these people. I think they're decent, and you did great today. Sorry I got weird about Scurry. You know,
No, I know you have a thing for cats.
they're fluffy. You know, I like petting them.
Yeah, I'm never introducing you to the cats in Fae. Never. No, they don't like being petted either.
I know, it's a shame. It's a
I
shame.
know. I know. They seem nice too. They haven't enslaved us or locked us up or said that I had to be their personal masseuse. So no, I like them too. Plus, I got to stroke the kitty, which was lovely.
You know that there was a little part of you that was happy that you got a pet Scurry instead of me. You
I'm
know,
just
it's
happy.
like,
Yeah,
you
I know. That's the only reason I did it was because
I
you
know.
didn't.
I play hard. I respect the game. You're a good man.
Or good
Very,
fairy.
but cool.
All right, now I'm going to bed.
Night night.
All right.
Night.
So. All right. So you said you were going to speak with Erdul.
Yeah.
All right. So you would head down into Orcard's lair. You see him and Erdul speaking. Orcard would look up and say, "Zaquine, was it?
Yes.
Can I help you?"
I was hoping to speak with Urdul when he was free.
he nods, looks over at Erdul, and Erdul says, "Well, I think we're mostly done here. Were you able to see what was in the caves? Clear them out."
We are working on that.
He kind
There's
of
bugs. There's bugs in the cave.
bugs. He kind of rolls up a scroll and starts walking over towards you. He says, "What kind of bugs?"
Big ones that throw up on you.
Sounds unpleasant. Uh, was there something that you needed from me?
She just trying to get herself a date.
I was wondering if perhaps I would be able to work a deal out with you. Um,
Go on.
I'm not really. I was hoping possibly I might be able to borrow that pearl from you
I
in
mean,
exchange for, I don't know, either we could duel for it, or if there's a favor I could do for you, perhaps.
he thinks. He says, "Give me a persuasion check." And actually, you would be at disadvantage because of the, you know,
Yeah.
exhaustion. He says, "Are you just borrowing it to do some sort of magic?"
It seemed really important for Tal. I'm just trying to help him out.
He says, "Well, I only have the one pearl.
You
What were
said you had
you?"
an extra.
That's true. Did I say that?
Yep.
Alright, I forgot that. If you have the money, I can sell you my extra one. Or, like I said, let me know what the magical item is and I'll identify it for you. That was my deal.
That was mainly
Ah.
Xerxes' amulet,
But
so
yeah, I was about to say, damn, that's tricky, because it was the amulet Zerx had.
Yeah. So, are you gonna. So, he says, if you let me, I'll do the identify and tell you what the item is. But I don't really want to just lend my pearl out.
How persuasive is he about me telling him?
What do you mean? How persuasive is he?
How convincing does he?
Oh, well, I mean, he seems charismatic. I mean, you would guess, being a magic user, maybe he's using charisma as his casting stat. But, yeah, so he'd be somewhat convincing. I mean, it's up to you, though, whether or not you want to give him that information.
I think she might, actually.
Alright, so you're going to hand him your amulet?
Zerx has it.
Oh, so you're going to bring him back to Zerx to get it?
Well, all he said is he wanted to know what it was that we were identifying. And then he...
Yeah, so would you bring him back to Zerx to get it identified?
Well, I thought I'd just tell him and he'd loan me the pearl. That's...
So he says, well, like I said, I won't lend you the pearl, but I will identify items for you if you wish it. I wish to see what treasures you found. And he just crosses his arms.
You're certain... You're certain I couldn't just owe you a favor in the future?
He says, I don't think there's anything I need from you, quite frankly. Unless, as I said, you have money to trade me for the pearl.
All I have is 22 gold.
He says, that will not be enough. But I have things to do, he says. If you have the money later or wish me to identify, then just bring the item to me.
Will do.
And he would take
Sorry
off.
for the bother.
Says it's fine. And he would just walk off. So, yeah, you think maybe if you were less wounded, you might be able to make a better persuasive argument, or if there was someone in the group that had persuasion.
I do have persuasion.
Oh, you were just rolling. Unfortunately, the disadvantage made it much more difficult.
That nat 20 would have been great.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're getting close to 2. Is this a good place to stop, and we'll come in tomorrow and continue the dungeon?
Tomorrow?
Or sorry, next week, not tomorrow.
Yeah, that works for me.
Alright, so give me quick MVP votes. And actually, I need to use the restroom really quick, so I'll be right back.
Wait, what's an MVP vote?
Oh, so you're voting for who you think was the most entertaining, most helpful, really anyone you want to vote for. And you use this vote to whisper it, or this command to whisper it to me.
Okay, so I just whisper somebody's name?
Yeah, one of the characters.
It'll be so embarrassing if I, don't whisper right.
That's why I use Discord.
Oh, Discord! That's even better. I'm gonna do that.
Don't. He's been trying to get everyone to use the in-game thing so that way he doesn't have to check Discord every time.
Oh, yeah, that's fair. Sorry. Okay.
God.
Okay, W. Well, if you figure out who I vote for, then that's all, whatever. Fine. I'm fine with that. Do I put their, name? Like, their game name?
Game name, yeah.
Okay. Okay. I think I did it.
So it's just /W space GM space the name of the person.
Yeah, I think I did it.
Okay. Oh god, please work. Nope, that didn't work.
I appreciate it though.
I tried.
You have to remove the the parenthesis. If you remove the parenthesis, it works. He just did that so that way we can see it.
Oh, okay. Oh well. Oh well.
For next time, dude. No worries.
Sorry, everyone else. I got a nickname, Treasure Fairy, so you know.
Oh, I just realized I was muted. So Riven, it looks like you won MVP. Because the other people voted for someone who isn't here, which was odd.
That's so weird. That's the weirdest thing. So weird.
So
Super weird.
Riven.
But also, really did great. Did great.
So yeah, Riven, you got MVP. Congrats.
Round of
Thank
applause.
you. I won't do a speech, I promise. No Oscars.
So Riven, you can basically add another inspiration point, which you can use to gain advantage on a roll in the future. So now you would have 1 again.
That's
Okay.
dope. I did not realize that's a thing. It is
Well,
now provided.
So the normal inspiration rules is either you're inspired or you're not, but I prefer to
Mm,
use points because I like that. I like giving people the ability to kind of stack them up. So
yeah.
you can have up to 10 inspiration points. So I suggest making a resource called inspiration points, and just you would have 1 of 10 right now because you start with one.
Hmm. I like you. You're a really cool DM.
I'm glad you had fun. Hope everyone had fun, and yeah, welcome to the group. Two new people.
Yeah,
Thank you.
thank you.
All
I'll
right.
get better with time.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, it takes time to get used to the roll 20 controls and everything. But if you need
Yeah.
help with macros or anything, just let me know.
I do appreciate that. I'm gonna this week I'm gonna spend some time looking through it and just clicking on stuff and learning stuff so I can play a little bit smoother on the
Okay,
next go around.
sounds good. And
Awesome.
any other
Sorry.
questions before we break? All right. Well, I'm gonna take some notes, but yeah, you're all free to go, and I'll see you next time. Welcome to the group.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye.
Take care.
All right, bye.
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 Um, mind if I ask you about some stuff real quick?
Yeah. Let me just end the stream. Everyone who's watching, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time, hopefully.